Microphone. Yeah, I went to splash. Sorry. All right, so there's that. So I'm on. Now I just need uh properties for y'all. I think it's this. Yeah, all right, cool. I think we're all here now.
Thank you, Robin.
Yes, we did it.
So much.
Hi, we did it.
Hey.
I had to essentially reinstall Windows, so I think that's what happened. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I can hear myself on Twitch, so I gotta mute myself. There we go. We did it.
There you go.
Hey. Good vibes only. Hi everyone. Thankfully you didn't miss too much.
No, yeah. So just start over again with the intro and the question. How about that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Hi. Emma, Harmony on the internet again. Hope you're all doing well. The question for them is if they were to reskin their character for Dungeons and Dragons, as there's more class options than this, where there's a grand total of 3. What would they be, and what do you consider yourself? I myself, I'm a druid. Used to think I was a ranger, but I'm definitely more druid.
Mm-hmm.
I feel personally a lot of kinship with sorcerer, and it was my first ever like proper D&D game class that I played, and it's mainly because I like the idea of magical gifts being inherent to you, kind of X-Men like, you know. So I was into that. But I think that I feel a kinship with that personally. I think that Phelan is probably, if he were to be reskinned, he would probably be skinned into D&D as a warlock. But probably like he's got a lot of like healing focus, so probably a celestial warlock.
I
like
see that.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Hi everyone, my name's Elizabeth, or Satan. You might know me as Satan. But today I've been playing Bella, our city elf rogue, and not okay. So obviously there's rogue in D&D, so she could be a rogue. But I feel like she might also be a pretty good monk. Like I won't lie.
Like a
I think
Kensai
she would-
monk? Or
yeah,
or
like
a
shadow monk,
yeah.
or like I'll have to see, because there's also like the Way of the Four Elements. There's a new like dragon, Way of the Ascended Dragon. I don't know. I think she would really have fun as a monk. Me personally, as much as I would love to be a monk or any martial class, I am not physically fit. I've been told a lot, and in a lot of like little quizzes or whatever, or filters, I keep getting warlock, and I feel like I would 100% make a deal to have powers.
Yeah.
So if I was not born with powers and was a sorcerer, or I've always wanted to be a druid because I had a thing for like Avatar: The Last Airbender, and just like elemental vibes. I feel like warlock would probably like, oh shit, my friends have cool powers, and I know, hey, weird god deity thing, can you give me some cool powers?
Sup, Cthulhu?
How you doing, babe? Wink.
Technically, you are my warlock patron, so I guess here we are. I may be a warlock and not a druid.
I think like there's a thing to me. It's just warlock.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. I will be playing Arlen, the big mountain man, and I believe Arlen would definitely be a barbarian.
Makes sense.
Yes. Big, strong, muscly man, hits hard with big axe. I can't go wrong with that.
Like Ancestral Guardian, maybe?
Yeah.
I'll be frank with you, I haven't played a lot of classes in D&D 5e just yet, so I don't know all the subclasses yet.
Ancestral Guardian is one where you'll use your rage and your powers to help lower damage to other people. Like your friends, when your friends get hit, you can put like a shield or help that damage lower for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's it.
I feel like he would definitely be that.
Yeah, yes. I protect my friends, and I protect them by hitting the enemy in the face with a big axe too.
Yeah.
I never really thought about myself as a D&D class though, so I'm gonna go with the basic fighter. Because anyone.
Human
That'd
fighter.
be me.
Let's
You-
go.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
human fighter.
Hey, you can.
Would you have a shield just with like the Canadian flag on it?
Are you Captain Canadian? Captain
Yes, I'm
Canada.
I'm Captain
Canada.
Canuck. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
I am.
No,
My
no.
sidekick sucks, and he speaks French. I don't understand him.
Let's
It's
be
fine.
real. Let's be real. It wouldn't be a Canadian flag. It'd be the Quebecois flag.
Debatable, debatable.
Um,
I consider myself more Canadian than Quebecer than anything else.
ooh, okay.
I know.
All
It,
right.
it works really well at the family gatherings.
Hi everyone, my name is Val. This is my channel. Today I bring to you Robin, our low-born merchant dwarf. If she was a D&D class, they would be multi-class into an Inquisitive Rogue and Gloomstalker Ranger. That would be because they do have a lot of a Gloomstalker Ranger with dual specialization, a dual fighting style, dual weapon fighting style, not a ranged weapon. Because yeah, they have some ranger tendencies and a very talky rogue. So a Cha, an int based rogue, and for ranger not necessarily like a nature ranger, but can gather things and can navigate nature, not so much friends with it. Personally, as a character, as the embodiment of chaos, I am a sorcerer. There was a time where I was like, oh yeah, I'm a bard ranger, and then I like really took a deep dive into myself, and it's just like, as a brat, I have to be a sorcerer. Like there's no way of getting around it. Like all of my abilities are innate and natural. Like I've never worked for anything in my life. Kind of.
I
thing.
like that.
I somehow convinced a Canadian to immigrate me. Like who does that?
I mean, I did the opposite.
Right.
Did we trade places?
We did. We traded places. Except you are like are you above the Mason-Dixon line?
Yes, I am.
You're
Wait,
above the
am
Mason-
I?
You're above it. I'm not. I wasn't. So anyway, hey everyone, this is a viewer-affected game. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies that you donate to the channel can give a reroll to anyone who rolls dice here. I think the GM has denied that for herself, however.
Yes.
If you subscribe to the channel, you can give us what's the equivalent of a critical success here, which is a 6-point stunt, a success with 6 points of stunt. And if you donate money, if you donate like $5, you can either give us all potions or you can give us all focus points. And if you donate $10, you can create an NPC. You can use their
Oh shit!
Wait, the dinosaur warded my ear! Reinstalling
Did it!
Windows made it work!
It's back!
Yay!
It's back, and so that's the thing, is now there's like 5 T-Rexes that are just gonna be like, hey, what's up? In my ear.
Yeah. Yeah. But we know it's back for the
We
donations.
know it's
at least,
back.
so.
Yeah, no, exactly. So if you donate money, $10 or more, you can create an NPC, which is the class, the race, and the name. So, all right, we are on one more. We have one more after Kai Phoenix, and then it'll be Shay's, and then
Shay.
now it's up to you, Emma. You did this to you, so you have to talk over Rexy. So,
I'm fine with that.
yeah, I'm done. Go ahead, start.
Oh, hi. Naturally, with those gift subs, I mean, if the people come in and they want to divert that somewhere else, that's up to them. But one each, and then one to whoever's the lowest.
Gotcha.
Is my usual. All right. Hi, everybody. We're back. Things are definitely happy and fun in this game. Things were a little stressful last time. So, last session, the group finally made it to the Gundar Tig. Their first discovery is the lyrium that has grown into the long-abandoned settlement. They were vowing to keep its existence close to their chest, as that's worth a lot of money. The group enjoyed a warm night with good, well-aged alcohol that had been in the dwarven stores for a couple hundred years, so strong, I imagine. There was also the luxury of a bed. Faywin gives Dara a dream of wide open spaces to ease his troubled mind, as the Dalish scout has been struggling since coming down into the deep roads. As he slept, Faywin also encountered his spirit friend in the Fade during his dream, and they had more of a physical form than normal, and they had a nice conversation. They discussed the strange sensation that the spirit has been feeling in this area. There's a strong power that has been catching their attention, something powerful, and though it is not of the Fade, it has been there before. An enigmatic statement. The following day, they decide to go and explore this tugging that Faywin was experiencing, and what they find surprised them all. There was a tall, mysterious, talking darkspawn, something nobody would think was possible. The group seemed keen to leave, but after an invitation from the creature, Bella stepped forward to talk. A lot was learned. The creature is known as the Architect. They want to end the fighting. They want to end the blights as well, so they claim. They know a ritual, an altered joining ritual, much like the Grey Wardens have, where the Darkspawn actually drink Grey Warden blood, and this gives them free will to make their own decisions about what they do. The conversation led to a chilling realization for some, the possible implications for Dara's sickness. They may not have a lot of time to save their beloved stoner. They need a plan. So, what you will be doing is we are not necessarily going to roleplay out every single day of traveling back to the surface. Simply notable moments that may occur, and also the chance for you guys to decide what you want to do about this and where you're going to be going. So I will leave the floor to you to have that initial discussion.
So we have two options. Well, I mean, there's three. We let our boy die.
That's not an option.
It's not an option, but it will happen if we don't do something. He will either die from not surviving or die because he becomes a dark spot, and we're gonna have to be merciful about that.
Mm-hmm.
Or we need to find, because apparently drinking darkspawn blood is how you become a Grey Warden. So the only people that I think that can help him are Grey Wardens. We could go to the entirety, the Grey Warden encampment, or we can go see King Alistair.
If we attempt to make him a Grey Warden, is he going to be sought after by the Grey Warden to join their ranks, or is it going to be just a blip in and he's not going to exist for them?
Well, I guess this is a cultural role, right?
Because I'll be frank, I don't know much about the Grey Warden myself.
Yeah.
So
How much
to know.
do we know about how intense Grey Wardenism is?
People can roll a cunning roll. You can add cultural lore to it if you have it. If you have a different focus that you think might apply, I will listen to the bartering for that.
I don't think I would know this.
Ooh.
It's
11.
It's fair to just not roll if you think you might not. It's given that you guys are not long out of a blight, you may know rumors at least, but we shall see.
Get myself at 14.
Okay.
I mean, as for me as a dwarf, we just encounter Grey Wardens in our lifetime a little bit more often.
Yes.
So that's what I probably have some sense of that. Sorry, my character sheet was loading incredibly.
That's okay. If you don't have cultural lore, I will allow you to add the +2 regardless, because I feel like it's a different type of lore that you'd be calling from.
I do have cultural lore though, so.
Cool.
Did it roll? Is my question. I think also restarting Windows might have just redone weird video calls. I'm gonna roll dice if you're cool. I can see my numbers, right?
Yep, I trust you.
Yeah, so it's
Honesty policy.
Yeah, so it's 3d6. I should probably have 2 that look the
Different
same
color,
and
yeah.
and one different.
Mhm.
Luckily, I have my awesome extra life dice that are matching, so
Ooh.
I can use that. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. So it'll be
Okay.
a plus. It's plus the big number and 2, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So dragon dice. I got 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Nice. Okay. Bella, with what I'm about to say, you may know elements of it. Certainly, rumors of Grey Wardens. Faywin and Robin. Yeah, you guys got high. Aran as well, actually. The things that you do know about the Grey Wardens, because there's some things that it would just be impossible for you to know, because they are quite a secretive order. You know that much. You do know, however, that they are exceptionally loyal and duty-bound. They fulfill a purpose where, when there aren't blights on, a lot of people have tendencies towards vilifying them or not necessarily seeing their purpose, but then as soon as a blight comes around, suddenly everybody loves a Grey Warden. Certainly for what you have to compare it to, Robin, there's feelings to it that feel a little bit like Legion of the Dead. It is something that you commit to, that you physically cannot come away from. You cannot stop being a Grey Warden. Now, we who know deep lore know that one person did manage to just not be a Grey Warden anymore in the shape of Fiona, Alistair's mama.
In the shape of Fiona.
However, we're not 100% clear actually on how she achieved that.
And also, we
probably
have no idea what Fiona is doing right now. I think she's busy with Deventer.
She's a little busy betraying her people. Agreeing to something she really shouldn't have. But typically speaking, yes, it's something that you physically can't step away from because it alters you. And once you have become a Grey Warden, you know it's not something that can be undone. The elements of that, up until recently, you wouldn't have necessarily figured out why that is, because if it's just a vow, like, you could have a very good reason for not sticking to your vow. Now you know they drink Darkspawn blood, so it's probably that they physically change. That has to physically change you, and it's something that you can't undo in your body. My suspicions with Fiona is it was blood magic to undo the blood magic, because what the joining ritual actually is blood magic. So that's my suspicion. However, you guys don't know that. Even the Grey Wardens don't know that. As far as they know, you're a Grey Warden until you get the calling and you go off into the deep roads to die. And that's about it. So it's kind of you do it and then you're done. They're pretty intense. So if you manage to convince one of those options you suggested on the table, that's going to be tricky.
So here's what's up. This is my little dwarf brain thinking. Knowing how Grey Wardens operate, I think it will be much easier to convince one Grey Warden. I don't think we'll have an issue with the Grey Wardens helping Dara. Either way, I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think the Grey Wardens would go through their ritual or whatever they do, right? However,
drink Darkspawn blood, yes.
Yeah, and to help him with that ritual, I think they would do it regardless. But would they let Dara continue with us
Probably
after
not.
they're done? Is another story. So my idea is that I think it's much easier to convince one person than the entire order.
All right.
I agree. That makes a lot of sense.
I agree with you, Robin, but we also have to think how we're going to convince this person.
Right. He is king,
This
after
king
all.
Isn't he a Grey Warden as well?
And how would we even be allowed to approach someone like that?
Well, I have.
Mm.
I imagine we're like at the campfire, right?
Mhm.
We'll
say that Shadow is currently nursing Dara and is not there with you.
Yeah. We're at like our campfire, figuring things out. Well, we are doing a favor technically for a dwarf noble, and a dwarf noble's group could get audience with Alistair. I believe that's a thing that could happen, and if Jacoby doesn't want to help me, I have paperwork that illegitimizes his line that I found.
See,
Blackmail,
well,
okay.
blackmail's really good, but also seeing as he was the one that asked us to come down here, it's also within his duty to help us.
Yeah, like I said,
blackmail will work better though.
It'll work better. It will work incredibly well. I don't want to start a blackmail relationship with my ex-boyfriend whose wife is involved
part of the
with
Carta,
the Carta.
yeah.
So
how about
that being said, it's a great idea. Yes. However, it's going to be a last resort.
Yes, let's start off with we went down here for you and it happened on your favor, so maybe you should, do us the solid because he's dying because of you.
Yeah. So I will
start off with that one.
I will handle Jacoby. I will handle him. But he is a very private he's a very private person. And we all saw how he acted last time. Y'all are all around me, so I think it's best that when we get back up there, that I talk to him just one-on-one. And if things go awry, then
we break his legs.
Everyone just stops and stares as or we get the fuck out.
Okay.
And we're
how about I think that you talking with him alone is a good idea in terms of dealing with him and his personality. I would like it for us to be around, maybe like we did outside of the room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you'd be in a house full of Carta, and his wife doesn't like you.
No, she doesn't. I mean, obviously. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna. That's the plan. That is step one, and I mean the actual worst case scenario, because saving Dara is the most important thing, but if we can have our cake and eat it too, we should try for it.
Yes, I agree with you. I think that this plan is solid. It's good.
Okay, great, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yes, you do. You just made it a whole plan.
So we're going to speak with King Alistair, correct?
Yeah, hopefully we can get an audience with him.
Okay. If we're able to get an audience, it'll be just like a sales pitch to be able to sell to him that we need to save him. And the best seller that I know is yourself.
That is true.
I am very good at free samples. I will.
We
have to stop by. We have to stop by.
Tell us give us the Grey Warden free sample with Dara.
First one's free. We all know that. It's always been like that.
What do any of us know about King Alistair? Can we roll for that?
I will say that you all definitely know the basics. He's the king of Ferelden, so a lot of you are from Ferelden. Those of you who are not from Ferelden, it may be less firm knowledge. But I'm happy for you to roll to see if you know any of the stuff that is not immediately obvious.
Would it be cultural lore as well?
It's yes, but I will take others. There are different types of ways of knowing a person, but cultural definitely applies.
Could I use military lore in this case?
Yes, you could use military lore. If here's the thing, if you guys roll different types of lore, it actually allows for a more broadened view of who this person is.
I got a 17 just like Bella, so
okay. Sweet.
Rose gonna run.
Got a
Yeah.
19 on my end.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys rolled real fucking high. There we go. Look at that.
Oof,
Beautiful.
failing.
Actually,
Look
it
at
would be the same roll,
Uh-huh.
but can I instead argue etiquette?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
use etiquette for the information about that
The theme
about
of the information.
about
Yeah.
his royal lineage, essentially.
Yeah.
That would
Yes.
be yeah.
Yep. There's layers to what you guys know then. Yeah.
Mhm.
So collectively, from a military standpoint, he was a Grey Warden, and actually could have in theory taken the commanding role of, because he was the senior Grey Warden for a while in Ferelden, but deposed to the hero Ferelden instead. As here's the thing, I think it tells a lot about that person, and we are all hardy on main here, that he would much rather be a follower than a leader. But he is now king. Does not necessarily have military training, but did train as a Templar, so you know that. And as such, very adept fighter. He is trained in Templar skills, actually, but didn't necessarily go to having the Templar powers, because he didn't get to the point where he was being made to be addicted to lyrium. He got out before any of that happened. So you know those parts to him. Culturally, we know that he was actually said to be in love with the hero Ferelden. You guys have heard little elements of that up till now, but you certainly know it now. He was in love with her. She was a Dalish elf, and she was a mage. So she would have been much like Faewyn, actually, in that Dalish origins, and then put into Circle. And then was freed from that by becoming a Grey Warden. Grey Warden allows you to release cultural ties that may restrict you. You are no longer a city elf. You are no longer or a circle mage or anything that would limit you. You are a Grey Warden, and that's superimposed over everything. And he loved her, and she sacrificed herself. You guys all would know the story about the hero Ferelden, gave her life to end the blight by landing the killing blow on the archdemon. And since then, King Alistair has never taken a wife, and it doesn't look like he's going to. Etiquette in terms of his personal lineage and why he is the king, you know of the more whispered about stories, but it's enough that, you know, gossip mongers can get around.
Especially when merchants.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He's
a bastard. Do I know that he's a bastard?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know he is a bastard. You know that he was supposedly the bastard of just a serving woman and King Marek, and so he was like a dirty little secret for a while in the castle. Then he was put to Redcliffe to be raised, and then joined the Templar Order, and it gave him a sense of purpose. Eventually his lineage was discovered at large, and during the whole kerfuffle, the political kerfuffle going on during the Blight, he was put in place as King of Ferelden. He is King Marek's son. Apparently, you would know, like, etiquette-wise, he is very much the son of Marek. He has his personality traits. He's got that sort of, like, sassy himbo energy.
I'm reading the Stolen Throne right now. There's so much sassy himbo energy.
He's such a set. Listen, I love Marek as a character. He's great fun. But here's what you might have picked up, actually, knowing that he's very much the son of Marek. Marek was, for all intents and purposes, quite a gentle king. And Alistair's said to be very much the same. He has a very gentle soul, and it seems that perhaps the way to really getting through to him, you can talk about duty and honor and all that till the cows come home, and he will do his duty, and he's a very loyal guy. He's loyal to Ferelden, he's loyal to the Grey Wardens, he's loyal to his friends. He was very loyal to the hero Ferelden. But that's deep down, he's a soft boy, and he has a lot of heart. And many see that as making him a very good king right now. The country needed healing, and what you need for healing is a caring king. Others obviously would like him to be a little bit stronger and more military minded, because that's what they like out of their kings. So regardless of what your opinions are on what makes a good king, you know that he is gentle-hearted. And all of these bits of information that you guys know paint a very clear picture for who King Alistair Theron actually is.
We'll have to make a point to... We'll have to pull on his heartstrings.
I have to start telling people that I'm in love with this elf.
But isn't it true?
I mean, yeah. He's just not the only person that I'm in love with.
That doesn't change that.
It doesn't change that. No, it's true. Okay.
I think we need to appeal to the life that he could have had with the hero Ferelden.
I'm not sure how I feel about that on my end. It's not a bad idea by itself. I have to agree with you on this. But I don't know if he would respond well to being reminded of that too.
I need to
It
talk.
doesn't have to be in bad faith.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I saw it in bad faith at first glance.
I need to go talk to Dara for a second, and I'm gonna stand up and walk over.
You forgot your smoke. Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Did you bring marshmallows down here? Of course you did.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Marshmallows keep very well.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over to where Dara and Sharo are sort of being tended to, and sort of sit and. I'm gonna kind of motion that I need to talk to Dara personally to Sharo.
Yeah, Sharo. He's not the most emotionally wise. So it might take him a little second when you come over. He appears to have been just sitting with Dara and Tenjo, making sure he's drinking plenty of water, and gave him some elf root for medicinal purposes.
Of course.
But he'll kind of look at you and then eventually see the look you're giving him and be like, I'm just gonna go speak to Bella.
Yeah, go. They're making s'mores. You should get yourself one.
Oh yeah, s'mores sounds great actually. And
He feels his stomach.
Yeah.
Right?
He'll give Dara a little rub in the back, because you know that these two are really, really close. I mean, they might as well be brothers.
Yeah.
He kind of stands up and wanders over to the group to go get his s'more.
So, I'll sit down sort of next to him, and I'm less... The demeanor that Robin is giving off is being, like, this is something Dara probably hasn't seen out of her for a while, much. It's like, she's not coming out of affection right now. She's coming to him out of practicality. And there's a little disassociation so that she can be able to talk in a practical way to him without getting overly emotional about it, kind of thing. It's like, I need to be serious with you right now because this is a serious situation. And she's going to sort of describe to him the plan, but also the difficulty and consequences of what that means. It's like, it could mean that you would have to go away with the Grey Wardens. We are trying, or die. But the thing is that that's the plan. How do you feel about that? Because this is still your body. This is your life. And I don't want to make a decision about it without your input. I'll slit your throat in your sleep if that's what you want. Out of love. like
Oh. I want to laugh about that, but I know that's not really that funny.
It's a little funny, but
No. Uh, I mean, I don't know that much about the Grey Wardens. I don't know what that will mean, you know?
it definitely means you will come back here at some point in your life to die.
I don't want to come back here either.
I know.
It's just choosing between one shitty situation and another, really.
You're gonna eventually die either way. One will just take longer. And you could still live a full life as a Great Warden, right? I mean, look, Alistair became king.
That's true.
But if there's a blight, you're a Grey Warden.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to die.
None of us.
I don't want to die.
Yeah.
No. That's, I mean, I know that feels obvious. I don't want to die this week.
Okay, then we're gonna go forth with talking to Alistair, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
We might need some bargaining chips on the table or something. I think one of the ways to convince him to not immediately turn you into the Grey Wardens, if he does this, is to promise that if there is a blight, you will do your duty. I think that is a good bargaining chip to have.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, should we... I am used to doing what I need to protect my people. And I know some of the clans that had to deal with it. The blight. I mean, you still have to fight.
Yeah.
Either way.
Maybe you'll just have an edge on it if you're with your clan if the next one happens. I mean, hopefully it's not going to be, hundreds of years and we'll be long gone before then, but, 2 blights in one person's lifetime is a little much.
Yeah. I don't want to have to leave you either, though.
There's sort of like a sigh with that. And, at this point, I hold his forearm and I go, yeah, I know. But if we're honest with ourselves, we went into this relationship knowing that there could be times when we would have to leave each other. We just didn't expect for it to be a Grey Warden duty. And the thing is that, I'm okay with multiple people. You're okay with multiple people. Like, I will still be with you just because you're a Grey Warden. Just because I'm not physically with you, it doesn't mean that I'm not with you, right? Like, you come visit. Who else is gonna take care of your hair?
I
should open a salon at the fort just for Grey Wardens to look amazing at. It's a new business opportunity.
you'd come visit.
Yeah, of course. I have no roots. And that's the good thing about not having roots. So you can plant yourself anywhere.
Yeah. I'm scared.
Fair. It's terrifying. Will some more help?
I don't really have an appetite.
Okay, then I will bring you a s'more.
Hug him. Stop with the logical brain. Give him a hug.
I'm touching his forearm. Leave me alone.
Just Bella in the foreground. It pans slightly, and it's just you going.
Do you want a hug, Dara?
Yeah.
Okay, I will hug him.
I'm not infectious, right? Am I infectious?
Just don't spit in me. Or exchange any other bodily fluids. Like, we should avoid fluid exchange for a while.
Fluid exchanges can be really fun, though.
I know, but listen, I don't know what your fluids contain now. I'm sorry. like it's okay. A lot of things can be done without fluid exchanges. Like just patting his back, like talking really gross and honest like we normally do. Like very, very blunt. And I need to end this scene so that I can go pee. So,
okay. We'll say that you give him a bit of comfort. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we'll pan back over to the campfire.
Dear GM, do Grey Wardens fuck?
Yes.
No, can Grey Wardens fuck?
Yes. They shouldn't. They find it difficult to make babies, but that's about it. They can fuck.
Okay.
That means they fuck more.
Well, it does say that they get an increased appetite. It does not really specify they only mean for food.
If Grey Wardens weren't thirsty, they are now.
Listen, it's dragonage. Everybody's thirsty. That's part of the fun.
In the background is like the green and Bella's like, I've never made this more before. I don't know what it is.
Don't press too hard. It's gonna go everywhere.
You press too hard, the goo is just going to leak out, just like this. Squish.
I was just gonna be like, that's not what you said the other night.
I don't. That's oh man.
You made s'mores without us.
Yes. Let's call it s'mores. Listen, I don't. It's why there's so much marshmallow and not enough chocolate, and then these things just keep breaking.
Just be careful, all right? It can be really hot when it's molten like that. You can burn yourself.
Okay. Goes on to burn herself. Shit! Why is this? Why is it spilling everywhere?
I'll be assisting Sinead with hers and just
you'll
let her chow down.
Help make hers,
Yeah.
Enjoy hers.
It's so messy.
My beard is just sticky everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some help later.
Okay. You can have Sinead help
brush.
you clean your beard.
Yeah.
Could be worse. Could be my hand.
I'm not helping you there. That's your fault.
So how long do you think we're just gonna be in the underground for?
Well, we got what we needed, and we need to leave really quickly. Yeah. Bella will explain to Sharo the plan that they have going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have we come across, pardon me, past tense, the other group of people that we were with?
No.
No trace, no nothing?
Not that you've seen so far, no.
Okay.
Sharo, you don't even have to roll up with your rolls. Sharo looks exceptionally unhappy.
I know it's not the best option, but Better than dying to the infection. If we can get King Alistar to agree to just have him join but not give him over to the Grey Wardens, then he could still live a full life. With the
That part's
clan.
fine. We need to do what we can for that. Whatever it takes.
I know.
I
We're
don't
working
know.
on it.
I can't
not-
lose him.
He's not going to die. All of us here will make sure that he's okay. He has friends, the Keeper, you.
I'm sure Phelan can attest to the fact that when you get taken out of our lifestyle, it's hard for the Dalish to be leading a different sort of life.
I can't say that he won't be given to the Grey Wardens. We'll do everything in our power for him to just may become one, but not be given over to them. Because honestly, that life seems pretty sucky. And
Yeah.
we know enough about this Alistair, and should probably not call him by his first name only. So King Alistair.
Mm-hmm.
I think there are a few viable options of if we talk to him and tug at his heartstrings. He's a very caring person, I've heard. And he was with the hero of Heraldon, who was a Dalish elf.
So he may understand then.
He may, yes.
How?
I know it's all important, and I don't want to tug at people's heartstrings for the wrong reasons, but I'm very good at convincing people, and Robin's even better at selling stuff to people.
He, without saying anything, and it's not necessarily that he's doing it looking for a specific response, but he naturally will look to Feywin during this conversation. You would feel those eyes on you, whether you're engaging in the conversation or not. You will be aware of that.
Oh no, it's the puppy dog eyes. He's really good at those.
What were you saying? Sorry, Freddie.
Oh, I was kind of assuming that this conversation was kind of like intimate, but if I
No, it's around the campfire.
It's whilst making s'mores, so I imagine
Yeah.
everybody is there. Whoever's not involved in the conversation over there, unless you yourself have stepped away, this is around the campfire.
Yeah.
Okay. If I see him look at me, I'm going to put my hand on his hand. Sharo. Getting Dara back after I lost him was a miracle. I am not going to let him leave.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear you.
We have to do what we can. We've already lost so much. I don't want him to die, so I would rather he was a Grey Warden than dead. We have to be willing to give whatever it takes. Not that we have much to offer, but we have to fight for them.
I don't know what we can offer, but if anyone wants to take him away from us, we are going to resist. I promise you.
We can only hope that the hero for Eldon helped Alistair understand our people.
He was in love with her.
Yeah.
Well, if she was in love with him, then he must have understood a little.
I will support you, all of you, in what you do with this.
Bella will just hold his hand.
Mm-hmm. He'll eat some s'mores for comfort. His appetite isn't gone. He comfort eats.
Yeah. He comfort eats, he happy eats, he angry eats.
Yeah.
He eats.
He just
eats.
he carb loads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, no, never mind.
Okay.
We'll have to get out of here as soon as possible, so.
We know the route now. We can.
Bella, would you be able to scout ahead again?
Yes, of course. I'm not mentioning anything of what we saw at the show right now. I definitely did not talk to a Saint T and Darkspawn.
Yeah.
Definitely did it. Save that for later.
Yeah. Yeah, that protective man would be very stressed out knowing what you guys
Yeah.
are doing.
Is it like time for bed or is
Yeah,
it...
like I
Okay.
say, we're not necessarily going to be fully role playing out the passing of time. That is the initial campfire fight, just to kind of make a judgment. Moving forward, provided there are no other conversations needed to be had that night, I'm going to stop only at things that you wish to achieve or be doing on your exit from the deep roads.
Yeah.
So
I
is
would
there
just like to
anything in particular
know-
you're doing or trying to understand or looking for or saying to each other. You let me know, we will do that, but the time will be passing.
I would just like to know if we at some point see any sign of the other group.
Sure, that is a searching and or tracking.
I have tracking now. Look at that.
Go
Enter.
ahead.
Level up. Oh, by the
I'm
way,
gonna do
everyone,
the
they
same
leveled
thing.
up last time between the sessions. I forgot to say at the end of the episode I was going
12.
to.
Not good.
Was distracted.
I'm also concerned for their whereabouts.
Mhm.
Yes.
Are you smelling for them?
I mean, hold on. I'm smelling also.
Oh, same one.
Hey!
I'm like Wolverine who just
Yeah.
nostrils are flaring.
I smell that hot Kanari mommy.
I mean, you're not wrong. Okay. Yes, you guys are looking. Bella, I mean, it's a little tricky thing to track. When everything is stone, leaving trails or tracks or imprints in dirt stops being a thing necessarily. So it's a little harder to do. Arlen, I'll wrap your two things up in one if you like.
Okay.
While you guys are moving through one of the passageways, the first thing you smell is that very signature smell of a not so long put out campfire, because campfires have a pretty good smell usually. So you are aware.
So many biddies. Oh my god.
Thanks, Lich.
Yay! Bit bits. Yeah, you are aware of there having been a campfire, and so the suggestion that there could be somebody up ahead of you, because you haven't seen anyone past you, means that you can speed up a little bit to try and anticipate catching up on them. And you do see the group not terribly far ahead of you. They have stopped moving. They are off to the side. You can see that Canary Mami is on lookout, it seems. And she does spot you fairly quickly. She's clearly on high alert. The rest of them are mostly sitting down with one of the dwarves sort of like squatting next to the other two. But you can see them up ahead.
We'll give a wave.
Yeah, she'll wave.
She's like a little elf dog over there. Yeah.
Yeah, you can elf jog up there. The rest of the group will catch up eventually. We'll say that you two are maybe scouting ahead.
How are all of you?
Not good.
What's happened?
How are you? Are all your people okay?
No.
And she will turn around, and you see the two dwarves look tired. They haven't rested much, and it looks like these guys have been on a fairly fast-paced forward march. It may just be that they set off at a different time for you, but they looks just generally looking around at their stuff. It looks like they've maybe been here for a little while, because there is like a bedroll that's kind of like bedrolls were unfurled and then are stacked up together, it looks like. But you see their elven compatriot Erois is
not
looking,
my bard.
and he's looking really unwell, like not like Dara. I mean, yes, like Dara, but like
Worse.
Not unlike Dara.
further, yeah.
Further along.
Further on, his eyes are really sunken and dark. From what you can see, they've got his shirt open, and you can see one of them like fanning him like he's too hot. You can see at the major veins that you would be able to see closer to the surface, there's a dark purple coloration to them. And he's really not looking well. He's got like the clammy sweats.
Is he so far along that I think a trip to Redcliffe would not be doable for him?
You don't know the speed of how fast this takes a person. It doesn't look like he's going to have an easy time moving on his own, and a couple things may come to you with that bit of information. He's clearly going to need assistance getting out of here, and this is showing you what is in store for Dara.
How long has he been like this?
Pretty much since we got to the settlement. We didn't really think much of it. He was complaining. It's been a lot being underground. I haven't liked it either. So we just thought it was that. Told him to stop moaning. But the past couple of days have been rough. You guys are maybe 3-4-ish days into leaving, so you've only really got a couple of days before you're out. I've been carrying him this past little stretch, but we had to stop.
Yes. We'll kind of look to the rest of the group. Like, do we want to tell them what we're doing with Dara?
Yeah,
or...
the rest of you are starting to approach now. You can see them having a conversation. You can now see the rest of their group gathered around, and eventually you will see Eros, who is not looking well.
Seems he got infected with darkspawn blood then.
Yeah. We've just been resting a little, and I'm going to carry him the rest of the way.
Do you plan on doing anything about it?
I don't know. We were going to take him to Amaranthine, but that's days travel from Orzammar, so we're not. We're going to keep going until we can't.
She'll look to the group as an almost asking, like, do we tell them what we're doing, or?
I shake my head. No, let them. Like, the thing is in Robin's mind, it's like, you know, going with Alistair with one person is one thing. Going to him with two people, especially a stranger, is another. And if they want to, if they're going, the only suggestion that Robin would have made was for them to go see the Grey Wardens, and they're already doing that. So let them go.
Okay. I didn't know Amarantha was where the Grey Wardens were.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a me thing.
Yeah.
That's a me thing I didn't understand.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe Bella wouldn't necessarily know that, but it's where they've set up a stronghold.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the Grey Wardens of Ferelden have based themselves now.
I'm going to rummage through my bag and remove one of the bottles. Well, bottles. The bottle that I may have taken from the estate, and I'm gonna give it to them.
Yeah. The dwarves will take it. Eris will kind of look your way. You'll see that his irises look like they're losing some color, which is a very unusual thing to see, but it's maybe a little jarring. But the dwarves kind of take it and give you a nod and thanks.
May you find a bit of, I don't say happiness, but a bit of pleasure in those dark times.
It might help a little.
Bella's gonna go over to Arrows and kind of squat next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Your friends are going to help you. Just have to make it through, okay?
Tries to smile. Yeah.
Can we help by keeping watch when you need to rest?
Yes. Actually, if we're traveling up together, that would be
We can help with that. Please.
appreciated. It's been very difficult to sleep.
If you're well rested, you'll be able to travel faster, surely.
Yes.
Wayne, do you have any kind of spell to help sleep? Anything to induce sleep?
Nothing of that kind, but I can do my best to provide some comfort. I'll go over and I'll just use whatever. I mean, I saw the effect that healing magic had on Dara, that it was like not entirely effective against this, but
It can do
Anything-
other things. It won't necessarily help with blight sickness, but you would understand as a healer, given that it's like your primary thing, that like certain sicknesses in real life, you might not be able to cure the cause of it, but you can ease fevers, you can ease the
Yeah.
aches and pains,
Mhm.
you can there's elements to it that you would be able to help, and
You
it
can
does
treat
look
the
like he's
symptoms.
experiencing a pretty bad fever right now.
yeah.
And again, it may strike you certainly as a healer, this may be something you're going to be contending with quite soon to try and ease the physical ailment of it. So you can certainly apply some of that. If you are to use some of your healing, yes, it will provide some relief. It
Yeah,
seems. You see,
I
like,
will do
shoulders
that.
relax a little, and
Yeah, provide as much as I can to like ease just being able to rest more comfortably at the very least.
Yeah. You'll slip into a sort of sleep after you do that. It's like his body feels like some of it can relax ever so slightly, and it just you again, you've never seen anyone experiencing blight sickness, but you may well have read about it, given your focus, and so what you probably were training towards in the circle. But seeing it up close, this is a difficult thing to see. And you imagine, and what bits of reading up on it that you did, given that they came through a blight not terribly long ago, so there is pretty good records. It seems exceptionally uncomfortable. And also, actually, tying to what you were proposing about the dreams, it can lead. There's something about the blood of Darkspawn that leads to really vivid and awful dreams. So it seems like actually what you can do may actually have more of a healing effect than physical healing, actually, if you can try to counteract what people go through when they have consumed it.
Yeah, I would absolutely do a dream sending.
Yeah. So, because that's something that we obviously get to explore as players of the game. When you first become a Grey Warden, they're very vivid and sometimes prophetic as well, actually. But yeah. Okay. Pleasantries and helping the suffering aside, you guys can rest a little while you're here. It seems like they certainly need a bit of rest. So you will be able to achieve that. And unless there is anything in particular anyone is wanting to do with that scene, we can move on. So we're all good. It takes a couple days to get up to Orzammar. It's quite clear. I imagine you are all now looking for it and hyper-vigilant. Things with Dara do start to decline. Sorry. He is showing signs of that fever. He is not resting very easily at all. Tries to sleep, but this seems the sleep isn't really doing any benefit to him, actually. And so then the exhaustion kind of layers into it. You can see how this is something that slowly starts to have knock-on effects to everything to cause that decline. He does need assistance, as does Erois, but you will find that even if you offer somebody to help out with it, Cassie seems very adamant that it is her that is carrying Erois out of here. But with the assistance of Finch, which Finch was doing anyway, even between times, Dara's not finding it easy to walk any great distances himself, so he's swaddled up by Finch to help carry him out of there. But you do make it into Orzammar with a very different mood to yourselves than the last time you were here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got stuff to turn in and conversation to have.
Bella's gonna give the other group 2 gold and say, however, this can help to get you there faster.
Thank you. It should be able to get us a carriage ride. Thank you to all of you. Your assistance was appreciated.
If we meet again, let's if we meet again, let's share some elf fruit. See you later.
Yeah. And they seem to stock up on the rations that they need. They get things to try and assist with Erois. And they get a cart. Erois is pretty bad by the time that he gets up here. He's maybe a few days ahead of Dara in terms of symptom wise. He's struggling to talk. What you'll find with Dara as well is, you know, that sound when somebody has a really bad chest infection where they cough and it's just like you can hear the liquid in the lungs. Which makes it a struggle to sleep, because as soon as you're in anywhere other than upright, that fluid just kind of makes it very difficult to sleep. So they get Erois to a carriage, and it seems that they are ready to set off on their journey. But you guys have a couple things to do here. What are you doing first?
Bella's gonna quickly try and find somewhere to sell stuff that she got to get that 10 gold in cash.
Yes,
so that can
easily
help them
done.
get.
There's a lot of merchants here, so you may have to go between a few different merchants to get like best price, because selling artworks to the art dealer and then
I will streamline this process to like tell you exactly where you need to go for the best price.
She's going. She as quickly as she can make this. If this is to get cash to get them out of here and to Red Cliff as soon as possible, basically.
I will say actually, if you use the fact that Robin, you will have some type of seal. Possibly on a ring, I imagine, that shows that you're part of the merchant caste. You can actually get 12 gold. Whatever your stuff was worth, I will give you 2 gold on top of that, because you'll be getting very good prices being tied to someone of the merchant guild.
Okay,
Awesome. So selling it here was a good plan.
Yes, I'll get them my 2 gold that I got. That I gave them.
Yeah. So you guys can sell your things and mark up the gold that you would be owed.
Awesome. I think I technically added that already, and we'll just say that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I get to add 2 gold to that. So
you do.
Bam. There we go. Okay. And then that is essentially on the way there, because there takes a moment though when I look over at Sharo and Dara and Finch, and I'd be like, maybe you should take him back to my dad's house for now. This could be that way he could just rest until our business is deducted.
Yeah, maybe Finch and Sharo can stay with him there, and then we can accompany you to your negotiations.
My cat is so cute right now. I'm sorry.
Got it. Sharo is happy with that. He will let you know that he plans on trying to get him a bath if it's possible in cold water, just to try and bring his temperature down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And to Jacoby's with his documents it is.
So you're heading into the upper class area, the Diamond Quarter, I believe it's called. I think it's quarter, but it's certainly Diamond something. So you head to the household. The people that are working the door seem to recognize you guys from last time. They definitely know who Robin is. So they'll kind of give a little bit of a nod of the head. State your business.
We're just back from the deep roads on Lord Jacoby's behest. We have returned with what we've been paid to do.
Alright, I will bring you in for a meeting then.
Thank you.
And they nod, look to the other person, give a nod of the head, and they lead you inside to the same sort of waiting area you were in before. Again, you guys notice that this is a big household with a rich family, so there's going to be staff in there anyway, but you obviously know the truth to these people now.
Yeah.
You wait for a little bit, but eventually Jacoby will come out dressed in his usual very fine attire. You're all alive then?
Yeah, we, went in, went out, saw some things, got what you needed. And you see, I have, all the paperwork, rolled, not folded, and I'm, holding it up. Who else is in there? Is it just all of us, or just...
It's you guys as the core collective.
Yeah.
And him, and then the doors are open, so you can see that
Mhm.
there are people milling around
Yeah.
outside.
Like I'm gonna hold up like this giant scrolls worth of paper, to him for a bit.
Yes, that's. I'll take that.
As he like reaches for it, I will just kind of like pull it back for a bit, and I was like, "We need to talk privately."
Right, you are. The rest of you will be fine here, I take it.
Yes.
All right. Follow me.
Right.
And he'll lead you through and take you into his office space, his study. Closes the door behind him.
Just want to confirm how private we are in here.
Private. Come over this way, actually. And he'll lead you over towards his desk, which is deeper into the room.
Yeah.
He is aware that obviously people could be standing at the door, so he'll take you to the other side and smile and give you a nod and then say in a quieter tone, as private as it can be.
I'll put this lump of scrolls, like these are his requested documents, not the bad ones, and I will put them down on his desk, and I will sit and I'll be like, I need a favor.
Okay.
I need you to somehow get me a audience with King Alistair.
I mean,
this is the most serious that he has ever seen Robin. Like it is probably so off-putting that he knows that she ain't fucking around. like just like look at him dead ass like, yo.
It's not like I have a direct line with the man.
No, but you can give a letter as representations of you as a noble of Aasimar, which would get me at least somewhat into the door there. But there are there's Jeep Roads stuff that I need to discuss with him. And Grey Warden stuff that I need to discuss with him.
Can't you then just make a request to see the king? I mean, people do it every day.
I need as streamlined as possible. It's an emergency.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yep. I am gonna use my auto success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? There ain't much I can counter that with.
Yep. Who cares about Stabby? It's all about the socials.
Yeah. You know what? A lot of it is political. It makes sense. Okay. I'll send a letter. Do what I
Thanks.
can. It's if you need
help. Yeah.
How do I explain what I'm doing and why?
You are like, I sent a crew into the Jeep Roads for an expedition and came back with information, and she'll just say it, on the architect that King Alistair needs.
My face changes color.
Jacoby might not know,
No.
but Alistair will.
He's probably got some. Yeah. He'll have some cunning, this guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know that I have certain eyes on me in the moves that I make.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think, having a high-level darkspawn creature is urgent enough to where your eyes would be like, yeah, that's not sus.
he takes a big drink of whatever is on his desk.
And you can share that information, obviously, with the nobles. It concerns our people if there's something that strong that close to us.
I will share it.
But I also
If I
need to
have
tell the
to.
king.
I will
Well,
tell them only if I'm asked. Only if I have to.
that's your prerogative.
I don't want anything else getting in your way if it's this important. I can at least hold off on that until you've had the meeting.
I'm leaving tonight. As soon as my people are resting, but I'm not taking any. I'm not resting. Like I'm leaving.
Do you need transport?
Yes, that would be nice.
I can do that.
Awesome.
Here, and he'll scribble down contact details.
Mm-hmm.
He gives the location of what you know to be the area just outside of the main doors once it's on the surface of Orzammar, where you can get carriages and there's horses for sale, like a stables and a stagecoach almost. He'll give you details of a person there and just pass you to it and be like, mention my name. I will make sure he's
Okay.
reward.
I'm gonna sit here and wait for that thing to be drafted to take with me.
Okay. Scribble that out. His own word. He will get his ring. He will make sure that his seal is on it. And pass it over to you.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna take a moment. I need to make a roll.
Okay.
It's a personal role for myself, for the decision. So Emma, just call evens or odds for me.
Evens.
Okay, if it's evens, I give him the other documents. If it's odds, I don't. And it is a 6, so I am going to and to show that I really, really appreciate what you're doing here, Jacoby. I'll pull out the second thing, of documents.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, not before I spent time copying them in the deep roads.
That's fine. I'll allow that.
Yeah. And hand them over to him and be like, this shows illegitimate claims to your holdings. You might want to hold on to that.
Shit. I had no idea.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't. So, not gonna lie, if you were gonna tell me no, I was literally gonna blackmail you, but you told me yes. So
that's fair. I had to. I didn't. I still did it though. Yep, that's fair. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I guess I'll see you around.
I'll send a raven ahead to Denerim to let them know to expect you.
Thanks. I'll brofist him and then I'll leave.
Yeah. He'll just as he brofist you, he just gives you a little smile. And it's the kind of smile that actually made you end up having a little tryst with him in the first place, because he like he very much is a noble, acts noble when he's around people and he does the whole thing, but like in a private setting he's much more laid back and is more the real him that he maybe wishes he could be. You're not sure. But,
you see, like, here's the thing with Jacoby. I'm just gonna say it right now. The whole reason that we were together is that he has a thing about people sitting on his face, and I like to sit on faces. So that's how it all started.
That's fair. He gives you a smile and says,
That is dangerous.
Really glad you're still alive.
Thank you. I am glad too. Don't look at me like that. That is dangerous. You know what that does. I'm leaving. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. And he lets you leave.
I come back out. I'm like, you did it. Let's go. Were we supposed to get paid?
Yes.
What?
I imagine, like, while I was waiting out, like, someone might have been instructed to
someone
give
could
the
come.
money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You are each given 50 gold.
Ah, fuck.
What?
That information was worth a lot of money.
Did you say 5-0?
Yes.
5-0. Now that in
Each?
dragonage terms is like, y'all listen, you can buy
I'm
houses,
rich,
you
baby.
can buy your own fancy manor house with that.
I
Like,
can buy a
we-
boat.
Like, after this, we don't have to work kind of money.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you don't have to pick up jobs for money, certainly. Yeah, no, that was
use a little bit to invest something that will like just get you income and then just get a house. You're fine. You're golden.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, you could get franchised with that. Kind
I'll
of
just
money.
invest into the glitter factory. It's fine.
Wait. We're gonna have to talk here, partner.
Yeah.
I think my brother works there now. I have to make sure it's safe.
It's quite
true.
possible your brother is picking up right there.
it's
Yeah.
like, cool. This is our first time going to dinner room, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
I will say when you head back
Dinner room.
to the place, dinner room. Don't listen.
I know it's
You guys
instantly.
do legit. Yeah, you do have reason at some point, probably not before you do the thing, have to speak to Rylan again. So the accent.
I
will be
do.
coming back.
Yeah, I do have to speak to Islands. I know is Kai ever like before dinner,
Technically,
right?
it's on the way.
On the way. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, she'll
But
say we need to stop real quick.
it's up to you if you wanna stop before dealing with it or just tear right through that. That's kind of your call.
Why
on
don't
season.
we send a Raven to High Ever for him to meet us on the road?
Yes,
You
she'll
could
do
come
that.
with, yeah.
Yeah, he can come
Yeah.
with.
Ooh. Yeah,
He's gonna be
he
very
could
excited,
come
I'm
with.
sure.
Oh yeah, he fucking loves dinner room.
He doesn't
Jesus.
I'm sure he's
From
gonna be
Denerim.
very excited to go to
From
dinner.
Denerim originally, yeah, it's a whole thing. He was there during the blight. It's a thing. Anyway, yeah, when you head back to your home, you will find that Crane is there.
Cool.
Oh.
Robin's sibling.
Oh,
Twin.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
your
am like-
twin.
Oh, hey,
Hi.
sibling.
Yeah, you told me to come here and So I
did. Hey, so a lot has happened.
I can see that. Kind of indicates to the very pallid-looking elf who's really not doing well on a sofa.
And we have to take an express carriage to Denerim.
Okay. That's fine. I figured they give a bit of a heads up. Something I need to show you first, though.
Oh, okay.
Walk
and talk, let's
one
do
of
it.
the bedrooms. Yeah,
Yeah.
goes into the
Yeah.
bedroom that they have been staying in. They kind of turn to you at one point before they open the door and be like, by the way, we need to have a talk about parents and
We do.
you're dealing
we
with is important.
absolutely do.
I-
if you
I-
want to come in, we have a fancy carriage.
it,
Go into Denerim if you want to be in the carriage with us. We're going to see the king.
Maybe.
Okay, well, show
I
me.
have spoken to the king before, but
You have?
No,
You've spoken to Alistair
yeah.
before?
Yeah, I was
Maybe you
custom.
should- Come with us then.
Well, I was commissioned to do some artwork for the but I was going to be wanting time to get to know her dad. But if that's useful to you,
if you want to stay here and learn about Dad, please do that. I'm sure he's
I'll write a letter for you to take to the king, and then you
extra letters. Oh man, absolutely! Like
Sure.
I'm here for it.
Should we go and
Robin,
see
you're
if we can
fucking
do
loaded
more?
with connections.
Yeah.
Listen, when people buy shit from you, okay?
Yeah. You hear thumping and something falling over and breaking in the room.
Okay. Oh. What?
Just wait. Just wait here a minute.
Are we all there, or is
Wait
it just
here a
Robin?
I think
Right.
Just Robin, I think.
Okay.
Well, it's up to
Okay.
you. You can all be there if you
I
want.
think we
It really
all
doesn't
made
matter,
it
but-
back to my dad's house.
You're in the parents' house. You're in the house.
Yeah.
They just said to Robin, "I need to show you something." So, and then they went off to go to the bedroom. So I don't know if
So
you
I
would have followed
imagine,
them, but
like, because we have like this little like complex above our shop to where like there's my parents' side of the house and there's my side, like a duplex. So I imagine while Crane was here, he stayed in
Your
on
bed.
my side. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go over to my side and like hear
Yeah.
this noise and be like, what?
I'm sorry if that was important. I will replace it if it.
I-
Although maybe you should, because this was your. Just wait here. Opens
What?
the door. Goes inside.
Is it a baby griffin?
It's a baby dragon. This was not what I said. When you gave me that egg, I didn't know what to expect. I thought maybe it'd be a big bird, but then this emerged. And you see it's a baby dragon that mostly has like, I mean, you maybe don't know much about the evolution process of dragons. It's got like a dark purple color to it, but you can see the starting of little yellow stripe patterns in its purple
Nature lore,
color.
nature lore, nature lore. What kind of dragon
Okay.
is this?
Sure.
Can I be there? Dragon.
I'm gonna be like, Bella, come see.
I'm coming. What's wrong? He's killing you. I'm here to stab.
For a sin,
Quiet.
kick the door down.
Like, okay, here we go.
Let me find
Oh,
the
that's
exact
so good.
because I need to. I think I know. Are you my purple and yellow?
Bella's just gonna
8.
squeal when she sees it.
Yeah, so that's the roll. Just let you see that. So that's a 5, a 5, and a 4. So I do have
Nice.
stunt points on it as well. So as it's a total of 18 with stunt. So
Okay,
5 stunts.
that's
yeah.
good.
Mhm.
Let me. That's
Is
wonderful.
that a dragon?
It's a fucking baby dragon.
Bella's just gonna try and pet it. Oh my god.
Of course, we have to.
It might get a little.
She's got a little bit of dry
bitey,
meat. She's
but
got some
yeah,
dry meat. She
sure.
knows how to handle pets.
You can, yeah.
And I need to know if they also imprint. That is very important to know.
Well, okay, so you with a very high roll, we'll say that you had a book, because you probably did.
I always
It
have
had like
books.
different types of high dragons and their types, and because we were that kind of nerd, like I was that kind of
Yeah.
nerd that used to
Yeah.
love stuff like that, like books on dragons, and I think it's the same type of person that had that one encyclopedia of ancient Egypt kind of deal.
You
the
know,
one
like
with,
horse
jewels on the front
girls,
of it.
but dragon girls.
The Dragon Girls.
Yeah.
You judging by, I mean, it's little and it's not going to look like what it would look like in the in high dragon form. You don't know if this is a boy or girl actually, because you're not sure how to check right now.
You have to go into the cloaca. We're not
reptiles-
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
most reptiles that you have to wait until they've reached a like a maturity level before you can tell. Baby bearded dragons, you can't tell until they've reached a certain age. But the coloration with that sort of like deep purple and the yellows starting to come through looks like it's probably a Gamorrean Storm Rider, which is electricity.
Bella's just feeding this thing. It's like, hi, baby. Hi.
It looks it's the type of animal that's not shy. It's
Yeah.
twitchy because you know those like high energy animals
Yeah.
that are maybe like they're not sure if they want a pet, and but when the food comes out, it gets a bit excited and comes in to eat it.
Hi, baby.
Mm.
Hi. She'll just start, like, if it has a lot of
Yeah.
energy, she'll, like, play with it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know how you play with cats? You're like, what?
Yeah. It'll play with you. It may try to bite you.
It's
It
fine.
hurts a
She'll
little.
listen.
Yeah, it's got teeth.
She raised Andrew. It's fine.
Okay.
We're just.
Yeah.
How do I keep collecting these things? I don't know.
Robin, can this be our dragon?
What happened to the cat at this point?
The cat's been with
Well,
my
the cat
dad.
stayed here. Yeah, the cat's been staying here. She has been very well looked after. They're typically native to the Exalted Plains.
Yeah.
And electricity based, but they're beautiful. But then you may be the sort of person that thinks, oh, the high dragons look beautiful because they are.
It's a shocky dragon.
Yeah, it's a
I
shocky
love
dragon.
it.
Yeah.
Hi, baby. She's just doing like that voice that you'd hear around Andrew, but it's just to this dragon, just like playing with it,
seems-
eating it.
Arlen and Faye would hear, like, hi, baby! It's like, how do we
Pet voices.
keep collecting
Yeah.
these things?
You hear the sort of voice that people give, like you know what
Yeah.
that tone of voice is.
You can only assume the egg is hatched, so it's like I'm
Yeah.
so excited I have to pee.
You can go pee.
Yeah.
It seems to particularly enjoy like the cheek and slightly.
Oh
under
yeah,
neck.
she's gonna do like that little screeching
Yeah.
massage. She's like, yes.
Yeah, they like neck
Yeah.
rubs. I used to love doing that to the beardies in the shop that we used to work.
Yeah.
They used to love it.
She's just gonna do that.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna try to see if it's okay to like pick it up. If it doesn't want to, she won't. But like, she'll do it while doing scritchies.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to pick it up, but it does that squirmy thing where they pause against your chest,
Yeah.
like.
But like, do that thing where like, almost like a bird, like you put it on your arm. Almost. I don't know how these dragons work.
You could try to support the majority
Yeah.
in this way.
Yeah.
It allows it. It's tolerating being
She'll do
picked
the
up.
scritchies and give him food. Give them food.
It's up to the other two if you want to go and encounter this. It may be that they want to take it down to show you guys. I don't know.
Faywin! Arlen, get up here!
Thinking there's an emergency because of everything, I'm just going to burst
Yeah.
in,
That's
ready to tackle something.
Look at this baby dragon!
Where did it come from?
Remember that egg?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Wait. What is that? A dragon?
It's a dragon.
I'm going to blank out for a second because I don't think it. We killed one, yes, because we're badasses, but now we have to care for an offspring. I'm not ready for that.
That's going to get very, very, very big.
Maybe.
I mean,
If
we
it's-
got
It
Finn.
depends if it's a female or a male. Males are smaller. Oh, so I've heard.
Yeah.
But look,
Yeah,
it's
they
so
are.
cute. Oh, it's got look at the little screechies onto the. She's really good at screechies.
Can I try?
I mean, sure. Here,
Uh,
have some dry meat.
mhm. Yeah, you can.
It's
give them
bitey.
some food.
Look, as you like the bite marks on her hand.
bitey.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got real sharp teeth.
Well, I'm really glad it's not a venom one.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I've posted links various places in Twitch chat and Zoom chat and Discord, but that's what the big mammals look like.
Yeah.
I think Nightbot don't like you too much.
Nightbot,
Nightbot didn't like it.
Nightbot can say whatever he wants. He has no power here.
The link still
Nightbot,
showed up.
Kiss my ass, Nightbot.
Anyways,
You're
I'm
not my dad. Anyway,
I'm gonna try to feed the dragon and see how that goes.
it likes being
Bell-
fed.
Bella's still holding it, giving it scritchies.
It does the like they like open my chewy on both
Yeah.
sides thing.
So you're gonna
what
be
do we-
here for a while, right? Right, Crane?
I can be, yes, yeah.
Okay. God, I hate that. Gods, tigers, ancestors. I hate to ask this of you. I have to rush to Denerim. Like I have to leave now. But when I'm done there, I will come back and I will pick up my cat and my dragon. Could you just
I can take the dragon.
okay, like if you would like to deal with this dragon, you could deal with this dragon. But then it is your responsibility, Bella. You have to feed it.
I can do that.
Okay.
I raised Andrew. It's similar. She's got the big appetite. She was very bitey when she was baby. When she was
like
teething.
I have no issues co-parenting. You know that. Like I'm very good with it. So if I'm, but this, like my brain is my kitty's daddy needs some help here.
I know.
Okay.
But I feel like it's very dangerous to leave a dragon in your parents' house.
I mean, yes.
I wouldn't keep one underground.
It's very dangerous to leave a dragon anywhere, I think.
How big is this baby dragon?
It's an egg, so
it came out of an egg, yeah. And it's maybe like medium-sized dog now. Not as big as Andro.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Not nearly as big.
Already that
It's
big.
longer.
It's
It's
a
like
corgi
it's currently got a bit
size.
of length coming. Yeah, it's maybe more like a spaniel type. It's maybe getting close to a small collie maybe, but it's more like a spaniel size.
Emma, tell me, out of character, can I train a dragon?
It's not going to be easy. You would maybe have to find people who are experts at such things, because if this is a female, I mean, she gonna get real big.
I know.
If it's a male, still gonna get big though.
You can't just give me a dragon. Like, oh, you have to give it up, or you have to let it out in the wild.
Well, yeah, no. This when I put that, because you didn't necessarily have to buy it from Cheez-Its in the Deep Roads, but I knew it was going to be an option, and I knew what was inside of it. So yeah, you can train it. I'm not suggesting you can't keep it. You can keep it. Training it.
I'm gonna try train it. It's like
trying to train a cat, because I always see dragons as more cat-like than they are dog-like in terms of behavior.
Well, they are wild. Yeah.
They're wild.
The other out of character question I have is in Dragonage, because I don't know if I know this about the lore. Are dragons considered sapient or sentient, or are they animals? Okay.
They are more considered animals, but they're not necessarily like if you were a ranger who could call in a wild animal.
Yeah.
It's not like D&D dragons. No, I mean they're top of the food chain.
But they're still animals.
But they are still more animalistic and wild creature than they are pets. It's kind of like, could you really classify a crocodile as a pet? Probably not. But
I mean, I live in Florida.
I live in Florida. Swamp creatures here.
It's not impossible, and that is why you have this dragon. It's not impossible. It's just a lot harder to train.
Not impossible.
I will do it.
Just unadvisable.
Is this gonna be an emotional? We're gonna make this into our emotional support dragon, okay? Like,
yes.
Her life is unadvisable. It's fine.
I understand.
This will be all right. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Never mind. The no issue. I am, however, just so that I have to deal with less things, I'm going to leave Magpie with my dad for now.
That's fair.
Yes, keeping the dragon and the cat,
probably not the best idea.
Probably not the best idea. And again, like, we need to. He could use the company anyway. I think. Stressing a cat out by constantly moving around too. Like, if I am trying to justify my decision, I don't need justification. I love you. Hug sibling. Go back into the other room. Dad, I love you, but I have to go. Love you. Like, okay.
Yep.
Oh, I need the best. I need not free sample size. I need the full size of our best products to present to King Alistair.
Luxury care package.
Yes.
Well, I know exactly what you did.
Sell.
And it's for the king.
It's for the king. Yes.
And he's right.
He's in his mid-30s.
I know exactly.
He's a soft boy.
I know. No,
okay,
he's not. He's luxurious hair.
He is a blonde.
Okay.
Yes.
Ooh,
listen, I've never seen the man.
You know what? We should get some toner for his blonde hair for sure to get it. Keep it looking not brassy.
Nice and blonde.
I know the person that sees him personally in the palace, so I know exactly the skin issues that he may or may not have.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
I know exactly which potato.
I need the gift
Okay.
basket. We're gonna eat it, okay? It doesn't matter here, and I'm gonna give my dad like 10 of my gold. Like, this is for you, Dad.
That's a lot of money.
Yes. There you go.
Sure.
Dad, I have 90 more.
I will put it into the business. I will invest it into the business because you will inherit that. And
Also, just buy you something nice. Like, don't like buy something nice.
Have a date night with your husband. She says, coming out with a dragon.
Just like
that's leaving with you, right? That's
yes.
Going.
Just carrying this. She's like, Cheryl, come here.
Okay. I had been working on something for it. It's just not there. He's like clocked out at the moment. Your dad is going to give you a jar, unlabeled. It seems like this is a new creation of his, but it's a decent sized, just like jar of lotion. This is for the dragon, for the scales. I've been trying to work with a few things. I thought perhaps, I'm not sure. It's still a little experimental, but I think it'll work. Anyway, I'm going to go in.
Probably good when it's shedding.
Yeah, goes down to the business. Eventually he comes back with this box that is beautifully wrapped, like ribbon and it's a whole spectacle. It's heavy as well. It clearly contains a lot of stuff. There you go.
Okay. Thank you, Dad. Love you.
You're very welcome. Okay. Yes. He goes to do that to all of you, by the way.
Yes.
he goes to double kiss all of you if you allow it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Stay safe, everybody.
Bill's gonna be like, hey, Cheryl.
Yeah.
I have a dragon. We have a dragon. She's just gonna come in with the dragon.
Surprise!
Surprise! You're a new dad again.
No words.
No words.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Just doesn't confusion. There's confusion and about 18 different emotions going on in his head about that news.
Could you make like a leather leash?
I think
like
that baby deserves a swaddle. Like,
I think it'll chew through the leash. Have you seen the teeth on that thing?
Yes, I have. It shows her hand.
Walking and talking.
It's not any different than we're walking and talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not any different than when I raced Andril. My ankles were torn like half the time.
Dog. Dragon.
Yes.
Dog. Dragon.
Like we're
Not
covering the dragon
Sky
in a
dog.
blanket as we
Yeah.
walk.
Yeah.
We're swaddling it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sky dog. It's fine. Sky dog.
So,
Yes, I'm looking at one right now.
are you able to, since I know that you're perfectly fluent in whale and ants, wouldn't you happen to be able to speak dragon?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, certainly not. No. Dragon.
Maybe when you're fluent in what?
Dragon speech is far too complicated.
Whale and ants is the other end of the spectrum, I suppose. The tiniest and the biggest, right?
Well, it's not their size, really. It's that it was easy to learn whale because it's just a matter of having the lung strength. But ants are quite complicated. They have a very intricate society, and I was just very interested in that. And I took to it well.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna let it happen.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you guys roll for it because I'm too entertained by it. I don't want to just let this roll.
I mean, I'm still convinced that of the things that he said.
The rest of you, however, hearing that news, I'm happy for you guys to roll perception, empathy. Feel free to roll, or use an auto crit success if you really feel like so inclined. If you're very passionate about passing this, it would be a deception communication roll to see if they know that you're bullshitting. But Arlen probably, because
even if she does know that you're bullshitting, she's not gonna say anything.
That's fine. That's fine. It's just if you have interest, because you may just already know that it's bullshit.
I have a -1 in this, so.
Oof.
Oh dear.
Right. Whales and ants. You know what? You listen to Faven. He knows what he's talking about. Just
I know.
Robin and her swaddling this dragon.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, hive minds are complicated to understand, but I'm sure it comes in handy when it comes to understanding things like darkspawn. Like, ants and darkspawn are probably very similar to each other now that you think about it.
I don't think ants are as violent.
Oh, you should see when a colony of ants attack another colony of ants. It's a.
Have you ever stepped on an anthill?
Well, that's an attack.
Yes.
The fighter ones, the ones with the big jaws, like
Yeah.
yeah, they're aggressive shits.
So I heard.
So we make it. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm just like I'm
That's
assuming
okay.
we
I know.
eventually make it to the to where we were told to get the carriage.
To get the
and hand
carriage,
over
yes,
the letter.
yes. You're able to get a carriage,
Mhm.
and this is a fucking nice carriage, my dude.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
sleek. It's got that good suspension for the wheels as well for handling
Uh-huh.
rough roads. A driver's already there and ready for you.
And Bella would have sent the raven to Rylan to meet them on the road.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're gonna feel about the dragon, but she doesn't know about that. Bella's just like, listen, if you get it like a little like holster, like leech thing, and then no one will attack your clan if you had a fucking dragon.
That's a very good point.
That is a very good point.
Well-trained dragon would keep any threats away, honestly.
Yeah, this is a
Could
good
be
idea.
out in the air.
You could learn how to ride it, could you?
Yeah.
Oh
She's
God!
so
what have you
excited because
said?
I'm excited.
Like in the carriage.
It
I'm
takes a
assuming-
long time for them to be able to fly, though.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And Finch
I got the time.
Finch is just gonna walk on the outside of the carriage. His gait is probably long enough to.
Yes, it's longer in the
Yeah.
carriage.
But also, Finch is just a really good deterrent about, not also being attacked in a fancy carriage by bandits.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah, Finch is a very good deterrent for any kind of threat, really.
mhm.
Okay. You are all carriaged up. You have sent your raven and you head off on the road. It will take roughly, I think it's 2 and a bit days. You arrive sort of into the third day for being in line with however.
I have one tiny little scene I want
Yeah.
to have with Arlen. While
Yeah,
we're
go
kind of
for
like
it.
on the road and traveling, I'm gonna like kind of put Arlen to the side and be like, "Hey, Arlen,
Yes.
I know that we were like supposed to go see your family right after this, and I'm sorry that we're detouring. I promise, like once this is settled, we'll go see your family. I know you're worried, and thank you for just being here."
Tagging along with the shenanigans of going to go see the king of the land.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I still am worried, and I look. I'm gonna take a look at the sky.
Yeah, it's still there. You
Mhm.
can definitely see it from this part of Ferelden. I mean, it's far enough away that you're not getting the magnitude of it that you got when you were a little closer to the mountains. After a day or so's travel, you're aware that it's still a problem, and people on the roads have felt agitated as well. But it is an ever-present doom.
Maybe when we get to the big city where the king is, we might be able to get some information as to what's going on over there. They might have more information.
That is true. That is true. But I don't want to ask too much out of Alistair in fear that it'll be too much.
Mhm.
Let's get what we have, give him the information that we have on what we have, and hopefully he will help us.
No problem. We might be able to ask like soldiers that are posted there or people traveling what they know. I'm pretty sure the king probably knows a lot more, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
I was in character too.
Bothering him with more and more and more
it's a
things.
dragon.
It might not help our chances of getting anything done.
Yeah.
But yeah, the immediate danger is what we're currently facing.
This is way scarier than fighting a dragon.
Losing someone you love.
Yeah.
that it is.
I'd rather fight another dragon.
At this point, me too.
I could blow off the steam, honestly. Like, anyway. Okay. See.
Oh, I pity the next bandits who come across us.
No, yeah, they're gonna be like, yo, no. Yeah. No, yeah. Mm-mm. Anyway.
Bella's just making plans with Sharo about like a harness that integrates ironwood like in like a hand.
Wow. And as the dragon grows, it becomes a saddle.
Yeah.
He's entertaining you with it, but he still looks at it sometimes like the fuck.
It's a good idea. It's a good investment.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we are on the road. Eventually, you will get to roughly in line with Highover. And sure enough, I mean, it takes you a little bit to kind of spot him because it could be anywhere along this stretch of road, but you do see, clad in a long leather jacket, fur-lined collar, your elven ally, Rylan, is waiting. Sat on a tree stump currently as you approach. But
Ella will peek out of the car and just kind of like, Rylan, I can't go out right now.
Your fancy wheels. Fucking
I
hell.
know. We got a lot of other things we need to talk about. Just come into the carriage.
Shoulders a backpack and comes. Gets into the carriage, is like, hey everyone, and notices Dragon and very unwell Dara, and it's just like, hey everyone, oh, fucking hell.
She'll kind of like knock to the driver to just keep driving now.
Yeah. Slowly sits down. Jovial Spirit is reeled back because it seems like Jovial Spirit is perhaps not what we're needing right now, and he'll kind of sit down and look at you all.
Poor Darren's just like...
Yeah.
There's a lot
Really,
of things
yeah.
we need to talk about. Right now,
Really?
we're on our way to Denerim to speak to King Alistair.
As you do.
As you do. Listen, we have letters. As you can see, Dara's not doing so well.
Yeah,
We
I've
went
seen that before.
So you know why we might be talking to him then.
I mean, is it really the king you need to speak to about that?
We're hoping he won't sell Dara out to the Grey Wardens.
Okay. How?
Information and conversation.
Just like that?
Have you ever seen Robin trying to sell something to someone? And have you ever tried to see me get information? We're really good at this.
I hold up the gift basket. Look what I have!
Look what I have! Also, I have a dragon. That's separate to the story, though.
Alright. Where'd you get that?
A small
smaller
dragon.
A smaller dragon gave it to
We met this weird, like, lizard sentient being called Cheez-It when we were... before we fought the other dragon. And we bought stuff from it.
Reaches a hand over as you're talking, like feeling the back of your head as if he's testing for a fever, and it's like,
Everyone can attest to this.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
And we bought an egg from it. Well, Robin bought an egg from them, and then she gave it to her brother, and then her brother was like, hey, by the way, dragon, and now we're keeping the dragon.
I bought it with my own money, so...
It's our dragon,
Yes.
collectively.
Right. But she bought it, so really, unless you're chipping in...
I can.
Is it yours? Or is this just like a group pet?
It's like...
Is a dragon really a pet?
So legally it's mine. However,
I'm
because
training it.
because Bella is essentially being Bella is the nanny forever.
I'm training it. Feeds it some meat, dry meat.
Okay.
That was in character, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen,
In
Riley, you don't
character.
have to be such a bitch about it.
I'm not being a bitch. I'm
You're being
entertained.
so
There's a
rude
difference.
about it. Also, I need to know what you know about something. We encountered something very interesting in the Deep Roads.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever heard the name the Architect?
That would be a yes.
It's name dropping that shit everywhere.
It's just us.
I know.
In a cart.
I know. I love it though. It's just like secrets. Fuck
Ah.
secrets.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know more about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
We may have come across them, and I kind of had a whole
Is that
conversation
how that happened?
with it. What? No,
Dara.
no, that was before. We fought the whole
Well-
horde of Darkspawn before then, but not like it wasn't connected to him.
I have a very important question. Because you're telling Rylan this in the car, this is the first time that Sharo's finally hearing about this.
Ah, shit!
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Horrified.
Yeah.
But like curious, that's sort of like horrified, and yet he doesn't know who the architect is yet. So it's like he's waiting for all of this to unfold before him to realize how horrified he should be.
So all you know is we met a guy called the Architect, so it's just a guy who builds stuff.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
What
You
do
just
know
had a
about them?
conversation,
Yeah.
casual like, just.
Yeah. I was just as surprised as you.
I don't think so, because you don't know anything about him yet.
No, but that was surprising enough to see to have a conversation with a Darkspawn.
Also in canon, eating some cashews. You don't know where he's getting them from.
Yeah, he just has them from his cloak, from
Yeah.
his jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want cashews now.
Oh man, same.
He just slowly hands you over a little pile.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. You know, I haven't really thought about proper meals in a while. I've been eating s'mores and jerky and nuggets.
Deep Roads will do that for you.
It's true. So many nuggets. You know, like as a child, you eat so many nuggets down there, and then you get away from it. And like when you come back and like you have nuggets again, it's like slightly nostalgic, like that first time. But then it's like, then you're in the Deep Roads for, you know, a couple weeks again, and you're just like, I fucking hate nuggets. Like, and you're just like, I need to leave and go
You have
eat
a lot
it.
of pent up frustration about
Yeah.
nuggets, it seems. Yeah.
I have a pent up frustration about everything. I'm just talking because I'm incredibly anxious and nervous that my boyfriend is going to become a Darkspawn.
He's quite far on, ain't he?
He is, and if we don't get there before it's too late, we're gonna have to kill him, and I don't like that idea.
Ryland rolls his shoulders a little bit, eyes closed, does not say anything, and it's like. Yes. Well, hopefully this works then, and you get what you need. What did you need from me about the architect, by the way?
I need to know what you know. You clearly know something.
Yeah, how much do you know already?
Other than that, he's trying to make Darkspawn sentient again.
Yeah. You know, his first plan was to come up and just infect everyone up here with the blight, and figured that way it's a level playing field because everyone will just become Darkspawn, and then you're not going to fight if you're all Darkspawn, are you? That's why I thought he was what happened to Dara. Apparently not, though.
No. That's a very shit idea.
He doesn't think on the same level as us. He's the kind of person that let's break all the eggs in the world to make the omelette. Because you get a good omelette at the end. Anyway, sorry. This is It's a topic I know a lot about. Various layers to that statement, but not a good person. Not good that he's still kicking around. I thought he died.
Clearly he didn't.
Last Warden Commander killed him. No, definitely killed him though. Huh. Well, that's worrying.
That's very concerning.
That you killed someone and then they keep coming back. Yeah, it's multiple.
Yeah. I knew folk that worked in the where the Grey Wardens stay in Emerald Empire. Yeah. Take it we're trying to avoid that place right now.
Yeah.
Who do you know in the Grey Wardens?
A few people. I know a couple Grey Wardens, but I also know people that just work there because it's like a proper keep, so they need servants and stuff.
Yeah, my backup plan is to open shop there.
Oh. Right, that
Right.
makes sense. Yeah, you'll get a lot of business though. There's a lot of folks that live there. Yeah, at the very least you could.
And I'm
get
pretty
more
sure
business
they
than
all
Frontline.
need manicures. Like, I mean,
Oh.
probably enjoy some TLC.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Yeah. We'll cross that bridge if you come to it. I will keep you informed. Wow. This is Spread's eating more.
I asked you here because you're my guy for information,
Yeah.
and you know I respect your opinion a lot.
Yeah. Do you need an opinion on something?
A lot of things, probably.
I'll give you one little nugget, everyone. The architect, supposedly, although this is just hushed whispers, but you know that I'm very good at obtaining those.
Mm-hmm.
He's meant to be one of the original magisters that tried to get into the Golden City. You know, the first ever Darkspawn.
But
All speculation, mind you, but people just speculate that they are a thing. It's like a boogeyman. But you've, like, met him, so.
yeah. No, we definitely met him. He had like this whole like headpiece and metallic ensemble going on.
Yeah. But he stinks, though.
I didn't
Yes.
get close enough.
Oh,
He
that-
has a good sense of smell though.
He'll
We were
stink,
like,
Yes.
though, yeah.
we spoke shouted from across like a rift. I didn't want to get close.
That's probably sensible.
I could smell his bad breath from there.
Darkspawn all
Yeah,
stink.
well he looked dead. So
Anyway. Well, don't know
I mean,
if that's
that's-
helpful for you, but
it's information on our side to help Tara with King Alex there.
yeah. He's not gonna want any of that happening on his doorstep.
Mm.
And Ozmal, technically, if you... Well, it depends how deep you got, whether you were classed as in Olay or not, but,
We're at least a week in.
I mean, he's not the king, because obviously Ozmal, they have their... I mean, you'll know this, and she'll kind of indicate over to Robin.
Yeah.
They have their own, royalty, like, but, it still comes under his purview to keep the area safe, you know? Plus, he's, you know, got a bit of a personal beef with the last fucking blight that happened. Thanks to that bastard.
Yeah.
Do you think we should tell him about it?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
keep it in your back pocket. If it seems like he's not leaning in your favor, be like, we actually have a lot of information, and this guy nearly died obtaining it. It's not the best way to play it with the king, but
We're
it's
trying
something in your back pocket. It's probably useful for him to know, because he'll know that that's what killed his woman.
We're trying to appeal to his heart first, but if that doesn't work, we'll do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about it was lyrium, but it wasn't blue, it was red. Your dice.
I know my dice. Ooh. Although, let me see. Actually, do I have it here? Ha 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 ha! Oh, I could have just rolled off the fucking sheet. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have heard some comments about it in Kirkwall. From a dwarf, actually. Merchant type. I don't know the implications of it. I am aware that there was a big hoo-ha in Kirkwall with Red Lyrium because the knight commander there went tits, and went proper mental, and statues were coming to life, and then there was this big fight in the...
That's not good.
It was a big thing. No. A lot of people died. And that was just a few years ago. And... Well, you'd want to try and get in touch with anyone that was involved with the fight, but there's Hulk, the champion of Kirkwall. They would maybe know about it because they were the main spearhead fighting this mental bitch, and then she turned into Red Lyrium, apparently.
Oh,
Don't know
okay.
where
So it would be really bad if Red Lyrium and the architect were connected.
Oh. Yeah, well, I mean, like I say, I don't actually know the implication of what it is, but it drove her fucking nuts. And I don't know... I mean, regular lyrium's going to do that to you if you interact with it, but it was a big thing.
It usually doesn't turn you into lyrium, I'm assuming. She
No.
looks to Faywin.
I don't know what happened.
Robin.
There was apparently this big creature that was just all limbs and faces, and just, it was pretty gross. I don't know, I mean, I've seen an abomination before, but that sounds like... Maybe, is it rude for me to suggest that you might know more about that? And he looks to Faywin. I don't mean that in an offensive way,
Well, abominations are different depending on what they've come from.
This guy was the head of the circle there.
Oh, yes.
So,
The thing is that the architect spoke of what he wanted to do. He wanted to not have any more blights. He said, obviously, this is what he said, not necessarily the truth. And there was one bit where he didn't know how to get it started, but then he looked at the red lyrium behind him and then said there seems to be another way. That is worrying.
yeah, that's... I can look into it. I'll speak to some people.
Oh, here's your payment. She'll give him 2 gold.
Oh, thank you. It pays to be employed by you, it seems.
It really does.
I'm sorry this is happening to you guys.
I would say it's fine, but it's not.
I've known good people that have gone that way, and
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, well. Yeah. It's anyway. I'm sorry that it's happening. I hope it works for the king.
If you could, after this is done and you're back, if you could get any more information on Red Lyrium, that'd be great.
I'll start asking around.
Also, if you know anybody that knows about training a dragon, that'd also be great.
I do actually know someone who studies dragons. He's probably the best person to ask about training it. You might have to communicate via letter though. Spends a lot of time in Olay and then travels out of Olay. He's at the university, like.
Oh, no, I can do that though.
Yeah. Whole specialist field in dragons. Fucking loves dragons.
I mean, I guess he would love to meet one.
Yeah. Yep. I'll get you the details.
Yeah.
On yeah. And
I think
you
get in
can
contact with
ask.
him.
Yeah. He's writing a book right now, I think. But sure, I'll do that for you. No worries. Red Lyrium. Oh.
How to train your dragon.
How to train your dragon. Remember the person that you are looking for?
Yes.
Had sightings.
Where?
Back in Antiva City.
I mean, that tracks.
Yeah. Hadn't been seen for a while, like, but he's back.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. They are notoriously slippery to keep track of. But there's not that many redheads in your city, so.
Lucky me. If they're employed by who I think they're employed, then even that would still make it hard.
Oh, they are employed by them.
Okay, good to know.
That much I know. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, you know
Which
it,
what?
and knowledge is power. Well, it's not necessarily good news.
No. No, it's not.
But I will keep.
God, the apple does not fall far from the tree, I guess.
No. Anyway, that isn't me. Dragon information can do. Red Lyrium, I'll keep track of that. I'll get some information on that, and I'll keep eyes on
Redhead.
the redhead. It's a red.
Would you like to pet the dragon?
Yeah.
Like the scritchies.
Yeah.
She's gonna look over to Cheryl about what he thinks about the architect. Like, yeah, pet the dragon.
He's looking out of the window of the carriage right now.
I'm really sorry I didn't tell you. We had our hands full.
Yeah, we've been distracted. It's fine. Bigger problems, I think. And with that, he'll be quiet, but Rylan will spend most of the rest of the journey just petting the dragon and chatting to you guys, for those that are feeling talkative. It takes another couple days, at least, to get to Denerim. The carriage is going fast. They're aware of that speed is of the utmost importance right now, so you do make your way there. It's a big city. Denerim is the capital of Ferelden. Some of you may have been there before.
I've definitely been to Denerim, yeah.
Oh yeah, you will. Yeah, yeah. You're very, very familiar with the sort of market district as well. It's a really big space. There's a whole area basically where the dwarven sellers can set up shop. But a lot of your family sales will come out of regular customers in Denerim. It's also culturally a bit of a melting pot. Not that there's a lot of the different races necessarily, but in terms of food on offer and the clothing and the things being sold, and there's things imported from all over.
Yeah.
Very much a port city as well as a capital city. So there's lots of things here.
And you just have
you
so many
obviously have
diplomats coming from all sort of
Yes,
places, and they're envoys,
yes, yeah,
and they're like,
yeah.
you know what? Maybe we should move to Denerim. Like,
Yeah.
you know, now that the blight's over, the housing market is excellent. Like-
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Pretty much, yeah. Lots of places. Given that this place was under siege, this was the location of the end of the Fifth Blight. It was fully under siege. By Darkspawn. The Archdemon died here. The place is still. You can still see the scars of the city, basically. And some places just physically haven't really been able to be rebuilt. A lot has been, but certain structures, I mean, under Archdemon Dragon Fire, you know, this place was torched. But you are able to make your way. You obviously have a very specific beeline that you're going to. You will note on the approach to, and whilst in Denerim, there is a tightness to Ryland's shoulders. Doesn't seem massively comfortable, but grew up here. And not only grew up here, but was, you know, street kid, urchin, elf of the city. Like, he knows this place literally like the back of his hand. So anything you might need, he's able to tell you guys a specific route that will get you in quicker towards the palace to avoid the main throughway and the busy trafficked areas. So you're able to get to the castle. It seems that word was sent on ahead. So when you arrive, you have paperwork, you have the seal, and they had previous words. So you are taken to a side room. You can see there are a lot of people gathered here that are ready to go and speak to the king. And they're slowly, you know, getting trickled in to go and be seen by him. But there's general grumbles that they've been waiting here for a long time, and it seems that knowing that this is likely the day that you were approaching, things have been put on hold for a little bit while they're preparing you guys to go in and have your private time rather than full audience with the king, which would have people.
Yeah, that was something. It was
in.
just like, hey, like, this is some serious business that it's really for your ears only.
Yes,
your most trusted confidence, whoever that is. Yeah.
Alistair seems more than comfortable seeing you on his own. You are shown into a room. I did actually make some little handouts. Where are my handouts?
Ooh.
I'm in Alistair's bedroom.
So that is show players the main sort of area. Towards the end of that little carpeted area is the fireplace. So you are shown in, but there is nobody else there. And Alistair is not there at first. You're kind of shown in, and you are asked, you know, if you would like to sit or if any of you needed refreshments. And like they're doing the normal duties that they would when people are here. And then they kind of get with, like, they're aware that you're here with some urgency. Who would you have taken in to actually have the conversation with the king?
I think the main
some
group.
Extras here, just the main group.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She would have left the dragon with with Rylan.
Sure, yeah.
What
Rylan
about
seems like a
Dara
natural with it because
himself?
he.
I think
Well, that's
maybe
the thing.
Dara
I'm
and
sorry.
Taro might be waiting.
Yeah, I think not having Dara in the room, particularly during the bargaining,
Yeah.
is not a is a
As we're
good
bargaining
idea.
for his life.
Yeah.
Just in case it's bad news, yeah, that's
Just
fair.
in case it's bad news.
Um,
Yeah.
That's fine. So you leave Sharo tending to Dara.
Dara.
They've been giving a room for comfort. And Sharo goes and sees to him there. Rylan will probably go with them there. It seems like he's kind of a natural with the dragon. He is also a dog. You know that he has a dog as well. And you know, when you're a pet owner, you just tend to know how to handle pets, you know. So they go off to tend to themselves. So you are all standing in a room, awaiting. Eventually, it is announced upon his arrival, and you can hear the like scoff from who you would presume to be the king as he enters. It doesn't seem like he very much enjoys being announced as he enters the room. And sort of you see this tall blonde figure sort of waving the person off. I fully stan the artwork because he is elf-blooded, and while elf-blooded people are born human, and that's kind of the thing, you get born human. It is a way of breeding out elves, actually, because they never come out elven. But I like the art where his ears are ever so slightly pointed. I fucking love that.
Yes.
So there's hints, because usually there's some hints either in finer features or smaller builds or little hints like that, and I like the art of him with slightly pointed ears.
Can you show me his art? Where is it?
I'll show you some art that I pulled just of him in his regalia, like how he dresses at this point. But I will find art when I have the time, because there's a lot of it of him with the slightly pointed ears. Because I fucking love him. So that is what you see. Dressed.
He doesn't have sleeves.
He doesn't have sleeves, because sleeves are bullshit. Listen, himbos don't need sleeves.
It's true.
And it's brown leathers. He's not, you get the impression as he walks in, and all of you rolled really high in your rolls about him. He's not the kind of king that wants finery and jewels and wearing a crown all the time, and it's not his style at all. He's very much a Ferelden boy, do you know what I mean? And he wears practical brown leathers, fur-lined, because it's cold, but no sleeves, because himbo. And he will enter into the room and give you all a bright, friendly smile, which again is not often how royalty greets people, but it's Alistair.
Bella attentively, she hesitates for a moment and then bows.
Oh, no need for that. You don't need to bow. Welcome.
Hi, do you want this gift basket from my family? And I hold it up.
Oh, thank you. He'll kind of look around awkwardly and see a table and kind of go over and set it down.
From the Cadric skin and hair apothecary out of Osmar.
Oh, yeah, I think I have heard of that before.
Literally the best.
Oh,
it truly is.
Yeah, I will enjoy rummaging through that later.
Oh yeah. There's
just now. That feels unprofessional.
I mean, come on. Like, are you really a professional guy, though, right? Like, it's just us. You can be yourself.
I can't be what I want to be.
Robin, please.
I'm like on 2 feet, just swing slightly, because I'm in front of royalty. I was not expecting my life to get that way.
And you, unlike the others, he is your king. Because the Dalish don't necessarily, I mean, they travel between all the countries, so they don't necessarily adhere to having a royalty, like, to them. Orzammar has their own nobility. Bella is Antivan, so but like you are from Ferelden, and while you have your own structure and your own leader, you are still Ferelden in a way. You don't. Your people will say that they don't bend the knee to a lowlander king, but in theory, he's your king because you live in Hyrule now. So
okay.
Well, I believe this is with some importance. I did receive word ahead of time.
Yes. She'll look to Robin because I don't want to talk. This is like mostly your thing. I don't want to talk through it.
Like looking at Bella for like talking support because I always need talking support. Looks at Faywin.
If you want her to start, she will.
Said Arlen. I got it.
Yeah.
And Robin will be like, so hey, is it Highness or Majesty? What is your preference?
Alistair?
Okay,
I suppose Majesty, Highness is...
in the back of Robin's mind,
I'm not really used to either of them.
Yeah, in the back of Robin's mind, she's like, "Okay, Daddy." So.
I mean, Daddy. Sorry, Daddy. When did I start?
And listen, she's got like Dara is special because he's not a blonde. Everyone else has been blonde, so like royalty and blonde. It's her type.
Yeah.
So just like. We we're on an expedition in the deep roads. And we came across an individual that is probably of interest to you, not just as king, but as a Grey Warden. The architect. At least that's what he told us. And I pull out my notebook and I have a little sketch of him.
Oh. You're sure?
Yeah, if I may, Robin, I had a full-on conversation with him,
Yeah, you did. You had the conversation, so.
and it was quite jarring talking to a darkspawn. But what's even more jarring, I know there are rumors of red lyrium, and there seems to be some down in the deep roads, and it seems to be of interest to the architect. That's it.
I see. That is troubling for about 60 or so reasons.
Yes. I believe we'd heard he's supposed to be dead.
Yes. We'd had a report that he was killed. Not far from here. Okay. Right. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. That's, useful.
You're welcome.
Horrifying?
Yeah, very horrifying. Sorry to interrupt you, Alistair, Daddy, sir. There is, one other...
Looks confused a minute late.
There is...
Okay, it happened so quickly. He can't register it. It's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
There's another issue that we need your expert help on.
And it's a matter of some urgency.
Mm-hmm.
See? More... Okay. Proceed.
We have someone that needs to undergo a very discreet ritual because of what they ingested.
In the deep roads.
In the deep roads.
Yes. Right. Well, it's not terribly far to where the base is.
We won't make it.
They won't make it.
Okay.
We were hoping...
My condolences.
We were hoping that you could help with this matter, but in a more discreet way.
He's
Oh,
him.
you want me to?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
So
picked
him
up
a
just
moment.
as I ended up doing the joke.
Yeah.
The Matt's meme for a moment.
You know how, right?
Well, yes. But it's quite the commitment.
He has another commitment is the problem. And that's what I'm going to look over at Faywin.
Well, you see, he's dreadfully important to us, and well, listen, time is of the essence. couldn't you do it now and then we could discuss this later when he's saved?
Yes, maybe. When you say important to us, are you talking about you all?
Us and his clan.
Right.
There's only 3 of them left.
There's only a handful of them left,
Yes.
as his original clan was attacked by humans, and then the next clan was attacked by ancient
Demons.
elves that were trying to summon a god.
We
Don't
fought
worry,
a
we put a
dragon.
stop to that.
Yeah,
We
we
did
got
fight
it.
a
We're
dragon.
good.
We put a stop to that.
We fucked up that elf god. We're good. But this is something only you can do, King Alistair. Only you can do this. You are only hope.
Faywin will take off the headscarf that he wears to cover his ears. It was only a short time ago, sir, that by some miracle I was reunited with some of my clanmates, and it has been the honor of my life to have stepped into the role of their keeper, as inexperienced as I am. And I would do anything to keep us all together if I can. Please. I don't want us to be further fractured than we already are.
I want anyone that's paying attention to the scene to roll an empathy check for me.
Oh yeah, we're all the
Hey, sure, go knock yourselves out.
All right.
I will also need a persuasion roll for you.
If
You have
there's-
auto crits.
if
Auto
there's
crits.
any time to
I
use
know,
an auto
I
crit,
was-
like-
Oh, that's right.
I'm going to have to auto crit on this because my communication is a minus one.
It's fine. It's
You got me, Boo.
That's
Can I-
okay. I'll allow it. Yes.
I'd like to add something to
Yeah.
that whole speech of
Please do.
Faywin. Your Majesty, I've traveled a few places with them across Ferelden, and he is an incredible fighter, a great warrior, and
And
he
lover.
needs.
Sorry.
I
love
cannot
him.
attest to that one, but I'll take her word for it.
Yes, you can.
Wait, really? Was he the one?
We
Yeah,
have.
he's
Yeah.
You
I
guys
can
have a great
attest
way
to
in the
that,
river.
too.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
You did have a very magical three-way in a river. You did. Yeah.
It's been such a long time, I forgot about it. Regardless. Where was I going with this?
Yeah, sorry, I interrupted you.
It's okay.
Great warrior.
Yes, and lover. And I know his clan, although smaller than it was before, still needs his not protection, but his expertise and his presence to keep them from dwindling even more, to keep them safe.
They are a family. They're the only ones they've got. We've done a great many services for this realm without looking for money or boons from you or any sort of recognition except for this one favor.
With a perception roll, Arlen maybe not so much. Bella, you could see even from the moment that the headscarf came off and he saw the ears, it seemed to trigger a slowly growing look of pained heartache and a really quite deep empathy from him. Because he might be a himbo, But he has like
understands, yeah.
probably the biggest heart in Ferelden, I would argue.
Listen, you can't be a himbo without having a big heart.
The big hearts,
true.
yeah.
You have
It's
to-
part of the package deal. Stupid.
The brain,
hunky,
yeah, you get
and-
rid of the brain to make room for
For the heart, yeah.
It's true.
Mhm.
His clan, our clan, has been fractured, has been taken from their lives, mutilated, killed. It would be a great cost to all of us to lose another member.
And after having a conversation with him while he was still lucid, he is promised that if a blight were to happen, he would not skirt that duty.
If I do this, I have some conditions.
Okay.
Of course.
It will need to be private. I can't have you all there for it. It's for
I
recruits
understand.
alone. There is a very high mortality rate with the ritual. Not many make it. So I need you to be aware of that going into this.
Yeah.
Third, I understand and I hear your plight and your pleas for him to remain with his clan, but it comes with its own challenges. I would request he stay with me at least a short while so that I might train him.
That sounds fair.
Reasonable.
Much as you may want to be there for him, you are not going to understand what he has to go through. And I do. So,
That is incredibly gracious of you. I have a second basket.
I have things are a little hectic right now. I am traveling. I will cross that when it comes to it.
Sir, if he survives and you meet him, I promise you will love him,
Yeah.
as we all do.
And you'll understand why he's important to us.
But, you know, you still have to give him back.
Yes. And I will.
The
there's
tension
anything-
that's in Robin's body just like relaxes. Like,
yeah.
If there is anything that we could do for you, we have encountered Liliana. We have spoken with her. She has helped us in great many ways. We offer the same help to you should you need it in anything that we could do.
yeah, we are really good at just getting stuff done. I mean, how
We did
else did we get
squander-
this letter? Just see you. Like,
We did help
Yeah.
squander the bringing of a god of a cult.
I may well call upon that. I thank you for your service. I'm not sure how many of you are consider yourselves my citizens, but I appreciate your offer of aid. It may be be needed. Things are...
Hectic.
Yes. I have things I'm currently dealing with. You don't need to trouble yourself with those things, But, yes, I will deal with that. I will do this. I need to... It will not be able to be done today. It will have to be tomorrow. I have things I need to request. Very specific ingredients needed.
Okay.
But I will do this.
If you need help gathering those ingredients, I'm very good at that.
She's really good at
She
that.
is.
Like, really good.
Well, they...
Just holds out my ingredient pouch.
I will be honest with you, Alistair. The architect may have slipped to us the secret of your ritual. So you should be careful if anybody else encounters him.
Which bit?
The darkspawn blood.
Uh-huh.
Just to be fully transparent and for you to know that we are giving you all this with trust and that you know where we stand.
He also gave us
You're
information.
You're not going to tell anyone about that.
No,
we're not going
yeah,
to tell
no.
anyone.
Not a single
Because
person.
if they find out that you know that, you...
Yes, which is why
Only
we
the
came to you and not the entirety of the order. Because we're not all on board with becoming Grey Wardens. Not that y'all don't do a fantastic job. As a fellow creature of the deep roads, I have the deepest respect for everything that you have done in your order, and you personally, and yours and your own, and yeah. He also mentioned that there is a similar ritual that he can perform on darkspawn to make them sentient by drinking.
That I've heard of.
Yeah.
That's
So.
our knight commander currently learned of that, and it was reported to me.
Gotcha.
After he was killed. Apparently not. Yeah. Someone else called the mother.
Oh.
So, I'm going to stop talking. I need a drink.
That's fair.
Fair.
I have some really strong whiskey in my flask if you want some.
We also have stuff from
that was
the
like
time.
in the deep. Yeah.
Like it is good and
Sure.
strong.
We can do that. Is your friend, are they...
They're here.
Here. So I will make sure that they are attended to this evening, and then upon the morrow, we will do the...
Okay.
Could we maybe stay around to just know the results of the...
Yes. Oh, yes. You just can't be in the room.
No, that's fine.
But I would recommend, as difficult as this may be to hear, any last messages you would wish to say before the ritual, in case it does come to pass that he is not strong enough.
Okay.
It's the most unpleasant thing, actually, about joining.
We understand, but we also understand there's a chance of survival. If not, he would die either way.
If he has made it this far, clearly quite
he's
strong
a strong person. Right, Robin?
Yeah, absolutely. He have you seen how thick I am? He lifts me.
Impressive. There's like a moment of like
himbo moment.
Yeah.
Himbo, and also bottom to his elven wife. Like he,
It's
like
true, yes.
he's Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we should do that. I'm again sorry for all that you've had to endure for this. It is not easy. But if he survives, I hope one of you is a good cook on the road, because let me tell you, the appetite after you returned is
Oh man, he already has a really big appetite.
Oh man, we do so much elfwood too, like elfweed too. So root.
The initial first yeah.
So what we're
Even
saying is we
first-
should go
yeah.
buy a feast for when this is done, just in case. A whole
can
ass
do that.
turkey and a goose.
I mean, the first week especially was
like a growing
just
boy.
readjusting. Yes.
Okay.
Some people have theories about it. I don't think too hard on these matters. But
I don't think too hard. That's it.
Sort of kind of like how this is sort of like, you know, our conversations are wrapping up and we're standing
Yes.
up and dispersing. Robin's gonna turn to Alistair and be like, thanks. And then she will hug him.
Aww.
He will hug you back. He is good. Listen, he is the best art. I imagine he gives really fucking good hugs.
I've heard the rumors.
seen him?
I have heard the rumors of these hugs, and this was an opportunity.
And you just really want to test it out, and you find it's even better than they said.
Oh,
It probably smells great as well.
He's
Like
he
rustic,
seems to
not
always
like
be
flowery
warm.
perfumes, but just like smells. Yeah.
Smells like
You know,
a
like those
man.
beefy guys that are like
Yeah.
their own like space heaters,
Mm,
like that.
yeah.
And it's like, all right, last words. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. I will have rooms set aside for you all.
Oh.
A wing of sorts so that you can eat in there.
Oh.
Oh,
It
we
won't be
do
in the
have
fancy. But,
we have him and two others.
Right.
And my stone child.
We can.
My stone child.
How many rooms do you need?
Some of us room together, so that's 1, 2. You're staying with us, Phelan. So
There's
that's...
also Arlen's girlfriend. Don't forget her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
1, 2, 3, 4 rooms. Rylan, Faywin, me, and Cheryl. Arlen and his girlfriend, Robin. Wait, Robin can stay with Dara, so maybe Rylan and
I'm
and
also
Robin.
going to invite Faywin to stay with us too because
Yeah, I want to stay with Dara tonight.
okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if they were gonna put Dara in a separate room.
Yeah.
Because of the whole
That's your
thing, yeah.
call.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, then 4
Mhm.
rooms, sure.
He'll probably be given his own bed to sleep
Yeah.
on because
Mhm.
like he'll need his own space. But yes, the rooms will be furnished as you request. You are given a nice hot, well cooked meal. It's like an amazing gammon steak tonight.
Mm.
Bella
and-
brings out her dragon.
yeah, lots of booze, man.
Gives him like a whole turkey leg to the dragon.
Yeah.
There you go.
You give so you take out the turkey leg, you go to give it, you turn around, where's the dragon going? The dragon has the rest of the turkey, you're left holding the dragon. the turkey,
That's
like,
fair. She just eats the leg.
it's in the corner, like, no. It does that thing that pets do when they steal
Yeah.
food and they run away to, yeah.
We gotta
Oh
name
god,
this thing.
yes.
No, we can't let the king know you're here.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
boy.
I'm
man,
kidding.
that's-
I'm kidding.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To name this dragon soon.
Yeah. But with finding some comfort and last words in our ritual to come, we will deal with those next week.
Oh
Well,
boy.
I'm very aware that you are not necessarily going to be there, Freddie.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
I
dang.
don't know. It's up to you if Val, if you have the time for us to go a little extra just to get those things out of the way to allow for that. I don't mind. I don't know how you guys feel. I'm happy if we need to.
Freddie's
pause
gone
now,
for
that's up
2
to-
weeks, so that is the other thing, right?
Yeah.
You're 2 weeks
Yeah.
in a row, right? So like
Yeah.
1 week,
Yeah.
I'd be like, we could do a 1-shot or a 2-shot in like another part of the dragonage world, but like because it's 2 weeks, I find it increasingly harder to spare that just because we are a little behind as it is.
Yeah.
So I want to not miss as many days as possible. We can talk after we do our outros. How we do that.
Okay.
Speaking of, thank you everyone for showing and coming. Thank you so much for our bits and our subs. I will get a payout this month now, and it makes me happy. I like getting paid. as far as the rest of the week is concerned with this channel, particularly, you won't see us online again until we are back here with dragonage. However, in a 2 weeks time, I will have 2 premieres on Friday, the 22nd. Let me check my thing. The Friday the 21st, we will be at 1 o'clock PST. We are premiering our game Heartbeats in Perfect Sync. Which, if you are into like JRPGs such as Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy and Persona and that kind of genre, well, more Kingdom Hearts, Persona, and The World Ends With You type of genre games, that's the type of game that this is. So we're gonna be really, really ridiculously anime about things. So much drama, so much silliness. We just had our session 0 yesterday, and I'm super excited. I am playing someone that is the embodiment of Eldritch Cryptid as their power, so I'm stoked about that. And then in 2 weeks after this game, with an hour and a half break between, you can see most likely the premiere of our Defiant game that will be premiering on the 22nd at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern, where it's, Valdrianth After Hours, because that game is sexy. Like, if you think dragonage is thirst and emotions, it's all goes with Defiant. So, but yeah, and then every other Sunday you can catch me over at Not One Heroes, where I play some Rime of the Frostmaiden, where I play a hobgoblin barbarian who apparently likes to jump over bridges and climb walls. That's what we discovered about him.
There we go.
Yeah. Anyway, everyone else, where can we find you on the internet in the next 7 days? What are you doing? All that great stuff.
All right, well, you can find me here next week, and you can find me on the Twitterverse at _Gambit. Can't wait to see what's gonna happen next week.
Hi everyone. My name is Satan, or Elsa Vamp on the interwebs. You can find me here next Saturday, maybe. You can also find me Sunday mornings over at the Hack Goblin, where I DM a few friends of mine. And that's all I have for now. On February, we might be coming back from our hiatus from Plot Hunters, which would be directly after this show, so look out for that. So if you watch the show and you still support us, thank you so much. We'll be back from this long hiatus. And yeah, I'll also be prepping for other home games that I'm DMing. Yeah, that's it.
I am Freddie. You can find me at His Majesty on Twitter and at Lewd Alfred on Instagram. And on the 17th, I think that's the last time I'll be, the next time I'll be streaming, I'll be GMing a game on my friend Anya Keister's channel. And it's going to be a D&D game where we rescue a brothel barge from being raided by the police.
Ooh.
And yeah, I'm unfortunately missing out 2 weeks in a row of this game, but which is unfortunate. And if I can get around it, I will. But it doesn't look good so far. But after that, I will be back here.
And then it's me. Hi everyone. I am Emma, or humbly on the internet. Currently, you can just see me here every Saturdays running for these guys, as the other game I'm on is on its break. But yeah, that's me. Most of the times I play in home.
Yeah. Awesome. And I think with that, our raid will go over to see the Lollygaggers, who are playing the One Ring right now. So we stand Lord of the Rings in this house all day, every day. So that's who we're gonna go and say hello to. But yeah, so we will see you next week regardless. Bye.